The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I've got a mouth for a sausage.
Paul speaking. Can we do that again? Shag a pony. Hip, hip, hip. Night, everybody. Night, night.
Dick.
Night, night, everybody. Night, night.
I've forgotten that clip from Caddick.
Night, night, everybody. Night, night.
Imagine, isn't that terrifying?
Caddick tucking you in.
How the hell... Excuse me. How the hell is R. Kelly not in prison? How is he not in prison? We've been watching... Some of you will probably be aware of this. There's a 6-part I think it's 5 or 6. I think it's 6-part documentary that's just aired in the United States called Surviving R. Kelly. R. Kelly, the R&B pop singer. I only really know I Believe I Can Fly, which I remember just being in the charts for like a whole summer and hating it, and remixed to Ignition, which is brilliant. It's a brilliant song. I mean, it's catchy, it's rude, and it's a great song. Those are the only two that I know. And, of course, the whole Trapped in the Closet, which I watched and I thought was hilarious for all the wrong reasons. And, of course, there was that story 15, 16, 17 years ago, 18 years ago, where there was a videotape of him and, like, the way I remembered it, it was a 16-year-old. Not that that makes much difference. It's not in any way trying to justify it, but I remembered it as a shaky VHS videotape of him and a 16-year-old girl in a hotel room, and he had sex with her and peed on her. That's what I remember. We've just got to episode 3 in the documentary, spoiler alert, where it turns out it's a 14-year-old girl, and it was in his house. And yeah, he has sex with her and he pays her money and he pees on her. Right? So it's a grim old tape. Now, 14 or 16, either way, it turns out it was 14. How the hell did he survive That scandal. It seems to be, from what we've seen in the documentary, he just kind of came out and went, it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. And it is, the picture quality isn't great, considering he would film all of his sexual romps with children. We're talking girls 14 and up. Possibly younger, we've not got there yet, but certainly 14 and up. 14, 15, 16 seemed to be his age, according to this documentary. But how the hell would anyone survive a videotape of you pissing on a kid? How can you survive that?
Well, it'd be interesting to see what happens now, because this documentary is being seen across the United States.
Someone's
now.
bringing charges.
His numerous people are saying that they've been. His ex-wife is one of the women who's speaking out against him, which is damning. And the girl in the video is apparently the niece of someone, again, who is taking part in this documentary. So there are people coming forward, loads and loads of people coming forward. And the one thing they've got in common is this story about R. Kelly filming them, keeping them as slaves, forcing them to behave in a kind of head bowed, don't speak to anyone else with this stuff. The stories are all the same. And yet, still he denies it.
Still denies it. And why is the man not in prison? I don't understand. We're not going to do a whole show about R. Kelly, of course
Well,
not.
the theory is it's because, OK, all right, women don't matter as much, and black women matter even less. That's what people are saying in the US.
That's what people are saying, but that's
how he's got away with it so far.
The black women thing, OK, maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's an issue I don't quite understand. But I don't quite buy the women thing, because other male heterosexual predators have been caught and have been
recently.
charged.
But we're talking about things that went on years and years ago.
Yeah, no, but other male sexual predators have gone to prison over years. They have gone to prison over years. I don't quite understand that it's because they're. I don't quite understand that.
You must see that there's a new spirit of believing.
Oh no, I get
multiple accounts.
Oh no, I get that, of course. But I get that.
And a lot of those women didn't realise they weren't the only ones.
I get that. I know I'm watching the same programme as you.
I know.
But I'm not. I'm saying that other male heterosexual sexual predators have gone to prison for less than this. Mm-hmm. Have got, and not just recently. Always.
We all know that money talks in the States.
Well, yeah, I know, but for it to talk in the States in that respect, you have to go to court. You have to do an OJ. You can't you have to go to court. And I don't know if he's been to court, because we've not got to episode 4 yet. That's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the story. The cut. I don't know what this is. Everything that's happened since Surviving R. Kelly came out. Allegations of sexual assault and abuse have surrounded R. Kelly for years, but this came out 5 hours ago. But his career has continued to thrive. Recently, the new Lifetime documentary Surviving R. Kelly has brought renewed interest and attention onto claims that Kelly has abused women and girls and is holding some of them against their will, leaving many wondering whether this will finally be enough. Since the 6-part docuseries began airing last week, we're watching it. I'm going to say, people have been asking me, it's on Vimeo. I'm sure it'll get shown over here, and when it does, please watch it through the legitimate sources. But until that point, we're watching it on Vimeo. Because I think it's I wouldn't normally recommend a hooky website to go and watch something. I'm going to say, hey, go and watch the new Bruce Willis movie on. But I think this is kind of quite an important story. Investigations have been opened against the singer in Georgia. Artists have apologised for working with him, and more survivors have come forward with accusations. Here's a timeline of everything that's happened since the documentary started airing on January the 3rd. January the 4th, R. Kelly's music sees an increase in Spotify streams. A Spotify representative confirmed that R. Kelly's music saw a 16% jump in streams since part 1 of Surviving R. Kelly aired. Last May, Spotify removed Kelly's music, I remember this, from all official playlists and recommendations, only to backtrack after criticism the company was regulating only some artists and not others. January the 7th, Facebook removes a group dedicated to discrediting R. Kelly's accusers. The page, which was called Surviving Lies, attempted to discredit the singer's accusers as well as expose their personal information. According to TMZ, the page was created by Kelly's own camp. January the 8th, criminal investigation opens against R. Kelly in Georgia. My mouth ulcer's back, that's why I'm struggling to speak of it. The investigation was reportedly opened because of the interviews in Surviving R. Kelly. More survivors come forward on January the 9th. 2 women in Chicago have contacted the Cook County State's Attorney Office on Wednesday with claims of inappropriate conduct against R. Kelly. January 9th, Lady Gaga apologises for working with him. Then someone posted a picture of Lady Gaga with hosting a slave auction with, like, some white guys blacked up and, like, bones through their noses.
No.
Yeah, Google Lady Gaga slave auction and look for the images. January the 9th, protesters gathered for hashtag Mute R. Kelly protests. Meanwhile, R. Kelly appears at a club in Chicago. That same night, protesters gathered for a protest outside of his studio in Chicago, calling for a boycott of Kelly's music as well as prosecution of sexual assault. As protesters stood outside his studio, R. Kelly was spotted at a club in Chicago. In the video, he can be heard telling cheering crowds that it's his birthday and, "I don't give an F about what's going on tonight." So it's good for his business, it would appear.
Much as I'd like to think that it's people looking into his music to hear for themselves that he was singing about what apparently he was doing, I've got a feeling it's simpler than that. It's just people going, "Oh, actually, he's quite good, isn't he?"
Well, and here's the thing, and this is the Gary Glitter thing. This is the Gary Glitter thing, but interesting because of two things. Because it's a more serious artist, and I do think that more serious artists, Bowie, Led Zeppelin, etc., get slightly different treatment. I do think that. Gary Glitter's a joke. And he did this stuff. It's horrendous. We can do that. Both those artists I've just mentioned have also done stuff with underage girls, and they kind of get a pass. I think partly because of the seriousness of their music. I think. It's interesting because it's a black millionaire in America. That makes it different. But I still listen to Gary Glitter music from time to time. It's not like I'm going at home and singing "Did You Miss Me" to the Cats. Although actually I probably will do that tonight. But I listen to Gary Glitter from time to time. And so is there any difference? I don't know. I'm just putting this out there. Is there any difference in people listening to R. Kelly music now? I think the real problem I would have is not with listening to the music, because imagine I Believe I Can Fly was your first dance at your wedding. His hideous crimes shouldn't be allowed, should they? Again, I'm thinking out. His hideous crimes shouldn't be allowed to ruin the memory of your most magic day, should it? You can't write off your wedding and your first dance because now you know that he's a paedophile and you didn't know it then. Can you? I don't know. Just kicking this idea around. The issue I would have is if he were then to go and do a concert, and then people were to then go and pay and see a concert. That is different, I think, to listening to music that is already out there. Yeah, that's the line I would draw, is I wouldn't want him to profit in any way from what's happening at the moment. And he won't be profiting on Spotify, trust me! So, tonight's question, how the hell is R. Kelly still up? No, it's not a question. I don't know where we can go with that. But if you've seen the documentary, do feel free to give us a call. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is... Who are you? Catherine Boyle. I'm Iain Lee. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
It's just dawned on me. We're playing an advert. We don't normally talk about the adverts, but I think we can allude to this one. We're playing an advert for the government, telling people what to do, telling, like, Polish and French and, EU nationals who are over here what to do. Well, no, it's not telling them what to do. It's an advert by the government telling EU nationals who are in this country to go to a website to find out what to do about Brexit. Wow, that's where we're at, man. Well, that's where we're at in our lives. We've got government adverts giving out a website telling people to go and look there to check what's going to happen to their future. And we don't know. There's a very strong chance me and Kath won't be in next Tuesday if Theresa May does that vote thing, because they want grown-ups to come in. And do you know what? We're cool with that. You may not be cool with it. That's fine, but we are very cool with it because we get a night off. Unpaid, I hasten to add, but we'll be in at some point to do a Saturday, so that'll be fun. But I think my prediction is we are all screwed, and we're going to be screwed. And I think I've said this before on air. We're screwed for the next 20 years. This is going to take 20 years to sort out, isn't it? I don't want to go down a Brexit thing, but just every politician, pretty much every politician, you're an absolute shit shower, and you should be embarrassed, and you've screwed this country up. Boris Johnson, you're a dick. Farage, you're a bell end. Theresa May, my God, you're a racist old woman. Are we allowed to say woman? Probably not. Anyway, and Farage is a silly man, and Johnson is a dick man. There we go. That's better, isn't it? That's what I find. But we're all screwed, and we're all going to die, and we're all going to die poor. 0344 499 1000. Kath and I have closed Twitter. We're trying to do the thing where we don't have Twitter open during the show. And then, of course, the last few shows, we've had Twitter open during the show. And what a surprise. It sucked us in and it's made us grumpy. So no Twitter tonight, dear listener. If you want to get involved, you can text us, 87222. Start with the word talk, 25 pence plus your normal network rate. Or the best way, come on, man, it's a phone-in show, for crying out loud, is 0344 499 1000. I'm going to put the aircon on. You say hello to Alistair, please, Catherine.
Hey, Alistair, what's going on?
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath. I'm just wondering, can I take this blindfold off now?
Oh my goodness, we didn't tell him, did we?
Take it off, ma'am.
It's been a bit of a challenge.
Take it off carefully, because my eyes were
with his head.
super sensitive when I took mine off.
Yeah. That was some show, the blindfold show. We're doing it every Monday from now on.
We're
Hashtag, yes, we are. Hashtag Bird Box Broadcasting Challenge.
Tell you what, we'll do it next Tuesday.
Yeah. No, not stupid. Yes, Alistair, what can we do for thee this evening? You're the only caller we've had so far, the only caller on the switchboard. The switchboard is bare. The old lady went to the cupboard to fetch her poor bone for her dog.
And you're the bone.
You're the bone. The cupboard is bare. And it's a pleasure to talk to you as always. What have you got for us tonight?
You're a
I
fanny.
want to propose the best app in the world.
You want to propose to an app?
No, propose what the best app is in the world.
Is it the blind app that we were doing yesterday?
Is.
Because that was fun. I enjoyed that.
I think it is Shazam. Because when I'm watching, like, any sort of programme, and a piece of music comes on, or someone starts singing nicely, and I think, oh, that sounds nice, but I don't know what
nice
the heck
singing.
it is. And then I put Shazam on, and it gives me the title of it.
What do you mean when someone starts singing nicely? Because if it's just someone, if it was me singing, it wouldn't come up what the song was.
I know, but you're unique.
Okay, I'll take that. I remember when Shazam came out, it was before mobile phones were a thing, and you had to phone it up. You had to dial a number. It was £1 a time. I remember we covered it when I was on Rise, so this was 14 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh, I didn't realise I was that old.
Yeah, 14 years. And you had to phone up. If you heard a song, you phone up and hold the phone to it, and at quid a time, it would text you back what the song was.
There wasn't a bloke on the end going,
hang on a second, I know that one. No, it would text you back what the song was. I remember trying it with some pretty far-out Frank Zappa and Cardiacs, and it worked for the most part.
Brilliant.
All right, Alistair, well, thank you for that. It's appreciated. Let's go to Lewis. Good evening, Lewis.
Hello, how you doing? You alright?
That's none of your business.
I know you're going to say that. I've listened to you for a few months now.
Yes.
And I just wanted to say I think your show's really good.
Oh.
I like the way that you help certain people, and I like the way when people ring up to have a pop at you, you run rings round them.
And well done for saying the way I help certain people. Listen, it's my pleasure. I find it. It's my pleasure to help Catherine out.
What?
In her broadcasting career, and it's my pleasure, Catherine.
Is it?
It really is to help you out and to try and.
When are you going to do that?
To make you look good. To make you look good. Hey, nice one, Lewis. Thank you, man. Where are you off to, or where are you going? That's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to work. I work on the underground.
Oh, we're doing what at this time of night? Like cleaning the tunnels or engineering or something?
Yeah, engineering, we don't clean.
No,
It's filthy down now.
Of course they don't clean the tunnels. That would be insane. So hang on, do you get to walk about the tunnels and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, take us with you one night. Let us come and meet you after work one night and go for a walk down the tunnels. Come on!
It's nothing good to see, really.
Lewis, you're a little tease. Hey, listen, man, thanks so much for the call. I really appreciate it.
No worries, you take care, yeah?
Cheers, fella. Ta-ta.
Lewis.
There we
They,
go.
they could clean the
Nice
tunnels.
guy.
They've not thought about this, right? I'm going to go to the Dragons with this one.
There
It's just
we
occurred
go.
to me, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you get a furry train,
There we go!
like a pipe cleaner,
Yes!
and you waz it down the tunnels once
This
a night.
is it, man. A furry train.
Yeah. They could do that.
They could do it. I don't see
Maybe
why.
not furry, maybe bristly.
I've had to order, and I typed into Amazon. Yeah, I'm part of the problem. Not in that guy's marriage. That's his own issues. Here's the thing. That guy's divorce bill is going to be more than the tax he pays. Anyway, probably actually is. Yeah. But I had to type into Amazon a stiff brush. Oh, stiff brush. I've got a stiff brush. It's waiting for me because I got my new sofas are filthy because of the decorating. So I'm going to give them a good stiff brushing. It's a stiff brush. Going to hold it. It's going to be stiff.
All right, we get it. It's a stiff brush.
It's a stiff old brush. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Manny.
Good evening.
Good evening, Manny. What is happening in the world of Mannington Smythe?
Can I take my blindfold off?
Can you do what? What did he say?
Can I take my blindfold off?
Alistair's just done that joke, you muppet! Oh, hang on. This is a double joke because he's a blind guy.
Yeah.
Wow. No, you have to keep yours on.
Okay. How's things?
I'm really tired today, man. I'm really tired. And I've got this decorator in who's a really nice guy, and he's doing a great job, but it means I'm having to get up at like 7:45 every morning to let him in, and finding it very... I can't really relax in my house, and I've got to do a lot of cleaning after him, but he's doing a great job. It'll be worth it. Another week of kind of stress, and then it'll be all right. So I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. That'll do. How about you, man?
I'm all right. How are you, Kat?
All right.
Sam, how you doing, Sam?
Yeah, I'm all right.
So we're all right.
We're all right.
Yeah, we're all right.
I've got a little thing to ask you.
Okay.
Wow. Right.
Yes, here we go.
What would you get? A bull terrier or a Rottweiler?
I mean,
He's got 3 cats, so probably neither.
I wouldn't get...
Two of them want a Rottweiler, and the other 3 want a bull terrier.
Do you remember when Manny went blind, and we got a bit miserable, and we helped him out and stuff? And then do you remember when Manny got a dog, and then a few weeks later he had his fingers bitten off? Are you nuts?
No.
It's going to rip your face off.
No, it's not.
It will smell the weakness in you,
and
it will eat you. You couldn't be one of those dogs in a fight.
A pug.
Don't get. What are you getting a dog for?
Because the other one died about 2 years ago.
And what was that one?
Dead.
German Shepherd.
Oh, right.
But dogs are a pain, man. They're a pain. They're a hassle.
They are, but you miss
good.
them after, we'd had ours for 15 years.
They're not good company.
He likes dogs, leave him be.
He's wrong to like dogs.
Oh, I don't want one. It's a family, they want one.
Tell the family... Well, what they could do, I suppose, is if they could just get like a silent dog and not tell you it's there.
I think you might know.
How?
Smells?
Here's the thing, Manny. Catherine is under the misapprehension that because you've gone blind, you've got super hearing and super smells. That's
No.
not true, is it?
No.
You have. That's true.
My auntie's got a dog. You don't need super smell.
You've got... What have you got? What powers have you got
Yeah,
that are
but
super?
if you lose one, say you lose your eyes,
Yeah.
right? Your hearing and your smell sense gets much better.
I don't believe that.
It does.
I think you imagine it.
Why would you believe the man who's living it?
It does. It does.
Listen, when Manny's got a year sober and has had a year's employment, then we can start maybe believing some of the crap that comes out of his mouth.
No.
Until then...
Anyway, you know that chap that came on, the one that is going to work under the railways now?
The London Underground guy, yes.
Yeah.
Under the railways, yes.
I was listening to a video on YouTube.
You can pack that in as soon as you like.
Not that kind of video.
Okay, I do apologise.
No. You know, there's people have seen, some of the workmen, they've seen things sort of there and it's not there.
What do you mean? Hang on, what do you mean?
Like there was one bloke in the camera room.
You saw a pony?
No. And there's one... Hang on, listen. There's a bloke working on the railway, and he says, there's a chap standing across from you. He goes, I can't see him. He goes, he's standing right across from you. You could see him in the screen, but the bloke who was working on the railway couldn't see him, and they reckon it was a ghost.
Wow.
It's on YouTube.
Oh God, it must be true then, Manny.
Documentary. Manny, have you ever sensed a ghost?
Sense a ghost.
Sense a ghost? I'm with Manny. Sense a ghost.
Well, he says he's got magic powers now.
Have you ever sensed a ghost?
You ever sensed one?
No.
Yeah.
People have. Ask Howard.
They're not interested in the blind then. They only want to creep up on people who can see.
I wish I could. I wouldn't be scared. We can't see.
It's not the dead you've got to be afraid of. It's the living.
It's the living. It's the living. I'll tell you what I do have, Ian. A lot of sleep paralysis.
I've never had it. I'd love it.
Oh God!
I would love it.
No, you wouldn't. It's horrible.
No, you would not.
It's terrifying.
Right, one at a time. One of you babies at a time. Which baby wants to go first? It sounds fun. All right. Well, I like a little bit of fun with my body. All right.
Oh.
I had one the Sunday night. It was like, oh God, you can feel them grabbing you. Yeah. They're grabbing your arms, your legs.
Feel them grabbing you. Okay, man. Who's grabbing you? It's part of your body from sleep, but your brain. Yeah, I know. It's like, dude, I know what sleep paralysis is. It's you're sort of awake, but you can't move your body. I've got it. Yeah. I'd like to have it, please.
Right. You're thinking you're punching it, right? So you're punching in it, but when you open up, you're still in the same position, exactly the same position.
I know what you're describing paralysis. I know it. Why does he keep describing paralysis to me? I know
it's terrifying. So
it's only if you're an idiot.
Here's what happened to me.
Yeah,
it's happened a few times. You dream that you have woken up and there's someone standing over your bed, and just as you become aware of it, it's terrifying. So you think you're awake. Just as you become aware of it, it grabs you. In my case, it's grabbed my shoulders or it's pushed me down. Yeah. And then you actually do wake up, like one of those ones where you kind of jolt yourself awake like you're falling off a wall, that kind of thing. And then you can't move. But you still think it's there somewhere in the room. And it seems to last for ages.
It does. Honestly, it's scary.
Oh, God, you two, just grow up.
Do a show on it.
All right, we'll do a show on it now. All right, fine. Okay.
Do a show on it.
So Manny is one of the many millions of people that has experienced sleep paralysis. Manny, could you just explain to me what paralysis is, please?
Well, it's only part of your body.
I know what it is! I'm not an idiot! You told us your story and it sounds rubbish, and if you're scared of that, then you could be terrified of a pug.
Ian,
I'm the pug. I can come out of the shower and the pug bites your balls off. Paralyse that.
Have a nice day.
Good day to you. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Has anyone else had sleep paralysis? It sounds fun. I'm up for all. I'm ready. I'm tired. Maybe we might get some sleep paralysis tonight. I am ready to experience all forms of pleasures and displeasures with my body. I don't mean that to sound seedy. I would love. I've just remembered a book I read once. I would love to experience sleep paralysis. If there's any way of doing it, if anyone's conducting, I want to go to one of those sleep laboratories and have sleep experiments done on me. But how do people fall asleep with those wires all over their brain? You know the things when they get hooked up to a machine and stuff, and it monitors your sleep. But how do you fall asleep with? Because I sleep. Here we go. This is the phone in. Remind me to tell you about the book I read once. This is the phone in. How do you sleep? Right. What position do you sleep in? Got a phone and describe it. So I sleep. Describe this position, right? So the floor is the bed. Okay.
Right.
So
he's going face down.
Right. So watch the legs. The legs are integral. Right. And then hang on. And then I'd have a pillow there. And then I'd be like that.
All right. So what we're talking about really is the modern recovery position, but it looks like he's diving into a pool with his arms.
Well, just describe that terribly. If I were listening, I would not know.
You would. Everyone knows what a recovery position is. Imagine you've drawn around a chalk man that's been murdered on the floor. That.
Right.
But he looks like he's diving.
You described that terribly.
Shut up.
You shut up!
You.
I'm lying on the floor on my right-hand side. My knees are bent, but my left leg is higher than my right leg. There will be a pillow in between the two legs. my right arm is underneath my head and is extended at an angle of 45 degrees from my face, and my left arm is over my head up. So it looks like if my left hand were the hour hand and my right hand were the minute hand, it would be 10 minutes to 12. How do you sleep? 0344 499 1000.
Probably a few people have drifted off listening to that description.
How do you sleep then? Tell me how you sleep. I bet you look like a knob.
Wow.
I bet that's how you sleep. I bet you've got like very, very pretty pyjamas, and you put your hair in a net or curlers, and you just get into bed and lay on your back, and you just pull the blanket up to your neck, and you just got your fingers just pointing over the top of the blanket as you hold on, and you fall asleep like that.
What, like a kid in a cartoon?
Yes, exactly. Am I close? Yes.
No.
Yes,
no. At the moment, I'm wearing Wonder Woman pyjamas.
By the way, Dad, you might want to press record and play.
And I tend to end up face down.
Thank you for that, Catherine. I'm speaking on behalf of the nation. Thank you for that image. 0344 499 1000. I get a lie-in on Saturday.
And we all know how you'll be lying.
Well, exactly. Oh, I love it. I love it. And no doubt I'll wake up early and won't be able to sleep, and then we'll get up and do stuff and have a crappy day, as the way these things go. But sleep is like my hobby. Sleep is my favourite.
It's a luxury, isn't it?
It's my favourite thing, and I love it because I enjoy being in bed. I enjoy got a nice big bed, and I live on my own now. I've got a nice big bed. I've got it's like 6, maybe it's 8 really nice, thick, deep pillows on my bed. Just me, 8. But there are 3 pillows on my bed. I noticed today that I've never even touched. They're just on the other side of the bed. It's like a super king or whatever.
Wow.
The big.
You're like Henry VIII in there.
It's like a round bed with silk sheets.
Oh, more like Ming the Merciless.
It's a big old bed, and and I love it. I love getting into bed. I haven't made the bed actually for a few days, so it's a bit of a mess. But getting into bed, putting my PJs on because I bought some PJs.
What kind?
Sort of flannel. I don't know, PJs. I'll take a picture and bring it in. I'll take it when I got it developed at the chemist. Getting in, have the radio on a bit, like have a little candle go. I like a little candle when I get in, and I sort of doze off. And then as I'm dozing off, I think, oh, I wake myself up a bit to blow the candle out, and then it's dark.
Safety first, kids.
Safety first, and then it's dark. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love sleeping so much. I love the dreams. I've had some weird, horrible anxiety dreams, but actually I love them. I love it. It's just the best thing. Is line 2 legit, despite what it says? All right, I will take it, despite the instruction that's on there. Tony!
Hello.
Why does it say on my screen, do not use this caller?
Really?
What have you done?
Nothing.
You must have done something.
No, I phoned up twice before and spoke to you, and that's it.
Who else have you spoken to?
Yeah, here we go. Who have you upset?
I've had a couple of arguments with Talk Sport.
Aha.
Oh, right. Can I... Okay, what about... Because I'm about to wipe your slate clean. I have the power to ask Sam very nicely to wipe the slate clean. So brilliant. Come on, but you've got to be honest with me, Tony. You've got, because if you say you phoned up and you had a row with Cundy about Tottenham, and actually you phoned up and were massively racist and said you wanted to kill all black people, then I'm going to look bad.
Right, I'll tell you exactly. Right, I normally phone the sports bar and I get on with
losers.
Cundy and Goldstein.
Yeah, losers.
They're
losers, Tony.
They normally call me Tony Temper.
Oh.
I'll get a bit sort of
here we go.
About the football team and stuff like that.
Here we go.
Sort of bad,
yes.
But we have a laugh in that. But I phoned up the other idiot that's got a 4:00 show, Damien, what's his name?
On Talk Sport?
Drive Time, yeah.
I don't know.
Sport.
I don't listen to that crap.
He's a complete and utter idiot. what he does is he antagonises people to phone up, and then when you try and get your point across, he cuts you off and dumps you.
I love it, Tony.
You don't even get your chance to get an argument across. But I've never swore on the phone or nothing like that. He just don't like it. He doesn't like it when you sort of answer him back, basically.
Well,
he likes to bully people.
Tony, Sam has taken off the instruction "do not use on air." So,
wow, I can't believe that.
You're back in the New York groove. It may not have been him, we don't know, but you're back in the New York groove, Tone. You're welcome on this show anytime, you angry old man. We like angry old men. What you got for us tonight, Tone?
Right, I just want to say about, I heard the fella talking about the sleep paralysis, and I didn't know it was called that, and I've had it quite a few times.
It sounds great.
It's horrible.
What it is I take the metrazapine, is it?
The metazapine?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Mate, the dreams on that, huh?
Well, I've found that I seem to get the sleep paralysis when I've run out of the tablets and I've gone 4 or 5 days without them.
Yeah.
That's when it seems to hit me.
Oh.
And it's terrifying. I'm lying there, and all of a sudden I've heard like a door slam. It's like a door slamming. Someone gets next to you on the bed, and they grab you.
Oh.
And all I can move is my eyes. I can move my eyes, and that's it. And I can't. I've tried shouting out.
Yeah.
Tried calling out.
It's not funny. You can't make a noise, can you, Tony? It's awful. It's
nothing
panic.
But you're asleep. You're dreaming.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You think you're awake.
I'm actually awake. I am actually awake.
Right. Well, so you move your eyes and you see there's no one there. So get on with it, Snowflake.
No, the light's off. So I can't get up to turn the light on.
I can see why that fella banned you from calling in, because you talk absolute cobblers. When was
It's terrifying.
When was the last time you had it?
Probably just before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I try and make sure I don't run out of my tablets now, because...
Well, don't run out of those metazapine. Those are some drugs. Because I came off the metazapine maybe 5-6 months ago.
Yeah, what did you do? Work it down gradually?
No, the metazapine, and this is what my doctor told me. This is not what anyone else said. I stopped it because there's no. My psychiatrist told me, I think, that there is no. It's not addictive and there's no withdrawal from it. You can just stop it. The other tablets, the venlafaxine. Again, this is just what my doctor told me. Would never tell anyone to do that. The venlafaxine, I had to cut it down, and that's been a nightmare. But the metazapine, I just stopped it. But I missed it because this is how I survived the jungle, Tony. I did I'm a Celebrity a couple of years ago.
I watched you on there. Yeah.
Well, this is how I survived it. Is because I knew that I was taking metazapine, and that if I took a tablet, within 45 minutes I'd be asleep. So
I can't sleep on them.
No, really?
Yeah, this is the thing about the sleep terrors that I get. I know that I'm not asleep. I'm lying there sort of comatose, and I can't sleep.
Isn't it funny how they affect people differently? Because I would go at the end of the night in the jungle. I would go to the whatever it's called, the log cabin, and say, "Can I have my meds, please?" And they say, "We'll call you back in 10 minutes." And they call you back. You go and have your meds. I would suck it down. I was walking back to the camp, thinking, "Right, 45 minutes. I'm out of here." And that was it. And then I'd be asleep for 10, 11 hours.
Wow!
And you're not sleeping at all.
I can't remember the last time I had sort of like 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, it's they're no good. They're no good in that way. Sort of.
Did you put on weight with them?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Because I ballooned up, and I'm off that, and I'm off the venlafaxine. I can't shift the weight. I mean, it's not massive ballooned. I put on. I think I put on 2 stone, and I'm probably dropped half a stone.
A couple of stone at least. Yeah.
And I can't shift it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether it's because I've got to that sort of age as well, now where it's harder to shift.
That doesn't help.
I can shift weight, no problem.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, listen, no, I can tell why you're an angry man. You don't sleep enough, and you listen to Talk Sport too much. Don't listen to that rubbish.
That's why I'm listening to you now.
Bless you, brother. Give us a call again, Tony. Nice to talk to you.
Top man.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000. Did we do that quarter 2 break, 22 break? Well, let's do it now then, son.
I'll be getting jiggy with Alistair Petrie, star of new Netflix series Sex Education. And forget about Dry January. Join Iain Burrell as we crack open a few bottles for Rum Down Friday.
The Matthew Wright Show. Tomorrow afternoon from 1 on Talk Radio.
Stimulating nightly emissions guaranteed to open your eyes and your mind.
Oh, my word. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
So I tried to tell you to close your microphone and stop saying that rude word over Mr. Wright's trail. Terrible. And you didn't. And that's outrageous behaviour. Good evening, dear listener. The Late Night Alternative. It's a sleep special. How do you sleep? What position do you sleep in? Are you one of these big babies that gets a little bit scared when you have this thing called sleep paralysis? Are you a baby? Are you a baby? What? Are you a baby? Catherine and Manny and Tony get a little bit scared because they wake up and they can't move.
Have you ever walked in your sleep or talked?
Yeah. Oh, God, all the time. Mm-hmm. Used to do it a lot when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Used to walk in the sleep and bang the walls and stuff. The book I read, and I read this in my first year, I read half it. It's a very dry book. I read it my first year at college, so I was 19, 20. So it was an age where I should have known better. This was like my crystals phase.
Uh-huh.
I learned,
Mystic Iain.
I read a book, half a book, that gave you instructions on... Sorry, go on.
You've told me about this before.
On how to astral project.
Yeah.
Astral projection. So there's a book on how to train yourself so your spirit would leave your body and could travel around, not just around your house, not just around your town, not just around the globe, around the universe.
Okay, how did that go?
It didn't work, but I did only read half the book. One of the things to do was to not drink all afternoon, and maybe even have a little bit of salt, so you were thirsty, and leave a glass of water in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Right? So your spirit would be like, you'll be asleep, and your spirit would be like, I'm so thirsty, man. So thirsty, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave the body.
Spirits haven't got throats.
Of course they do. What are you talking about?
You're just a mist, aren't you?
No, spirit can still feel emotion.
Yeah,
what do you
I know.
think ghosts are? They're, they're just bundles of emotion.
They'll all be starving, by your rationale.
No, not in heaven they won't be. There's ambrosia to eat.
Oh, right, okay, fair
enough. So, yeah, you're supposed to not drink. You're supposed to be really thirsty when you go to bed. Have a little bit of salt. And leave a glass of water in the kitchen, and your spirit will go and have a little slurp up.
And so in the morning, there's no water in there. Is that what's supposed to happen?
I don't remember. It was 25 years ago I read the book.
Or is it spirit water?
Plum. You need to open your mind.
Okay, yeah, right.
You need to do two things. Could you do two things for me, my love? Would you mind? One is close something, the other is open something. Right?
My third eye is open, and I'm rolling it.
Okay, close your mouth. Open your mind. Also close your arse as well, because that's disgusting.
Oh, come on.
Let's go to... a lot of calls here, Jackie and Will stay there. We're going to go to Chris first. Good evening, Chris.
All right, Iain, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
A couple of weird experiences that I've had when I've been asleep. I'll tell you this one first, because the second one, if you're laughing at sleep paralysis, you're definitely going to laugh at this one.
Okay.
First one, you sound sceptical. I'm not like a Mickey T caller, by the way.
Okay.
First one, have you ever had the sensation that definitely when you're asleep, that you can stand at the top of your stairs, jump and float down them?
Yes, I've had that. So I used to, when I was a kid, when I was like 5 or 6, all my dreams were I could jump up in the air and I'd fall down to about a foot above the floor and I would like swim in the air. I remember swimming around my school like it, and I tried it once at school and it didn't work in real life.
Like actually swimming horizontal?
Yeah.
I've had the one where you can jump up in the air and like sort of paddle with your feet and hover.
Oh, I don't.
Like,
mine was a horizontal type affair.
Like Banana Man.
Yes.
That's mad. The second one, I'm just waiting for you to laugh at this one now.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of shadow people?
Yeah, I have heard of shadow people. Go on.
It's like, for me, like I've talked to a friend of mine who's had the same thing, and for her it was actually like a figure stood at the end of a bed and in the corner of a room. But for me, it was sort of like a black mass or like a sort of entity type thing. Like in the top corner above my door.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of hovering and floating, but staring at me with these two burning yellow eyes. And there's no words to describe how weird that feels when you wake up. Because you wake up and you know that there's something looking at you.
Well, you say you know there's something looking at you. There isn't.
You don't know. You get the sensation that there's something there.
When did this happen? The shadow people come.
Well, to be fair, it's not happened for a long time. It was mostly when I was a kid, early teenage years.
Yeah. That must have been.
Music, by the way.
Thank you very much indeed, Chris. I'm glad you spotted it. That must have been terrifying for you. What is wrong with you people? All of you people are having amazing, unique experiences with your bodies, and you're cowering and crying like little babies. Embrace it. I would love to wake up with sleep paralysis and for there to be shadow people in my room. I would love it. I would love it. You guys don't know you're alive.
There's another one where you get the sensation that there's someone stood outside your window staring in. That's horrible.
No, there's not. What even is that?
It's the same sort of thing. Shadow people. I've googled this. I've done research because it properly freaked me out.
He's done research. He went online in his lunch break.
He's googled it.
What did you find? What did your intensive research discover about shadow people?
Well, to clarify, I didn't Google it. I asked Jeeves because he knows it.
Oh, someone needs to ask him something. He's doing now.
Well done, mate. Well done.
What is Jeeves doing with his life these days?
I think Jeeves is a crackhead now, isn't he?
Bing, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's peeing on buses. Chris, listen, thank you very much for that. Sorry if I sounded sceptical at the start, but I'm now a believer. Let's go to Jackie. Good evening, Jackie.
Hi, I'm one of those babies.
Oh, what, the sleep paralysis?
Yeah, I had it twice. I'm with Cass. It's not nice. It is horrible. I was trying to scream my partner's name to come and get me because of the force holding you down. It's unbelievable. It is scary, Ian. And I hope to God you never get it.
I hope I do get it, and I'm going to come in.
Well, if you do, mate, let us know.
I will.
I tell you what.
I will, yeah.
And then I was on that Mirazepam. I came off that because I was with you. It was knocking me out for 14 hours.
Yeah.
So I had to come off it in the end. And yet my partner, George, is on it. He's been on it for years, and he doesn't sleep on it.
Oh, really?
He's another one. He wakes up and he'll say, "Oh, I didn't sleep well last night. Did you take your tablets? Yeah." They don't knock him out yet.
But it knocked you out as well?
Yeah, it knocked me out.
Isn't that funny?
14 hours. And I thought, I can't do this because it's 14 hours. I was going to bed at I went to bed, the first time I took it, I went to bed about 9:30. As you say, knocked you out.
Yeah. And then for the few hours you're awake, you're all groggy as well. You can never quite catch up with yourself.
Well, I woke up at 2 o'clock the next afternoon.
Yeah.
And I thought, weird. But that sleep paralysis, I'm with Cass and everyone. If you ever get it, believe me, it's not a nice feeling.
Does it feel like someone's pushing you down?
It does. Yeah,
wow.
it really does. And when you can't, your eyes are open, but you're actually trying to scream. Yeah. I was going, George, and there was nothing coming out. No. There was just nothing there, and it petrified me.
And you can feel where they've been holding you down, can't you, when you first wake up?
On my shoulders and my chest.
So, hang on. Are you both suggesting that it is actually spirits holding you down?
No.
But that's the sensation.
It's the sensation. George has had it a few times himself because he's told me, he said, I had that thing last night. And I said, it's just the sleep paralysis. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. But at the time, your eyes are open. But it's just a horrible, horrible feeling.
Wow, okay, well...
So, there you go. If you want it, go for it.
I want it.
If you ever get it, you come back and let us know. Ian.
Oh, I will, Jackie. I will.
It's horrible.
I bet it's
not. I'm with you, Kath.
I love
nice,
it.
darling, is it?
Good night to you, Jackie. Sleep well. Don't have any sleep paralysis. This bit of the song gets silly. Okay, well, it's
a horrible thing. I wonder whether it's stress that causes it, because I used to get it a lot as a teenager.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's maybe been a little bit simple, does it?
What?
Well, all of the callers have backed that up. I think intelligent people can't get it. It's like only intelligent people can be hypnotised. That's the thing. Will and Nigel, stay there. I will come to you after the news. This is important. 034. This is important. None of this is important. This is all filler. None of this is important. It's the most unimportant rubbish ever. 0344. Oh, Nigel's gone. Nigel, it was different Nigel, but Nigel, I'm not waiting for this. Not waiting for this idiot. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Mike McCartney, and I'm going through a big McCartney phase, whether it be Michael or whether it be... Neither of them use their real first name. They both use their middle name.
No, but isn't that a Catholic thing?
I don't know.
Certainly blokes that age, yeah. My dad's mate Trev's real name's David.
I thought Paul did, because Paul's real name is James Paul McCartney. Hang on a second. That's a good song. I don't know that song. It's from Red Rose Speedway, which I've just ordered the double disc version of. Been reissued. Here's the thing, man. He keeps reissuing these box sets, and I wish I had 150 quid a pop just to buy, but I don't. I've just got the 2-disc version. Is it a Catholic thing?
Of that age, I think it might be.
I think you're wrong.
All right, well.
I think he chose it to be more pop. To be pop.
Well, why did Trev choose Trev rather than David?
Who's Trevor?
I'm telling you, my dad's mate, Trev, is called David, and his brother's called something else, and he uses his middle name and all.
Who are these people?
Blokes of a similar age from a Catholic background.
Right, James Paul McCartney is not Catholic.
Ah. Really?
He's an atheist.
Yeah, no, but wasn't he Catholic background?
But why would he... Okay, right. So what is Pope John Paul II's name?
Oh, well, he ain't called John Paul, is he?
What? What do you mean?
No, he's called something else.
So this is another scandal in the Catholic Church.
Yeah, they all take different names.
Shut up.
Yeah, because you can't have, like, Pope Gary.
Why not?
Not dignified, is
I thought it's because they were just like Polish and Italian, that they had like. I thought that like the first round of the audition process
was what's your name?
What's your name?
Is it Gary? Out.
But then Gary goes back next year with a moustache on. My name is John Paul, and then he sneezes, and they go, "Oh, you're Gary."
You know what Pope John Paul's name was?
Look,
Carol.
Sorry?
His name was Carol.
What is this? Is this sleep paralysis? Because if it is, actually, I don't like it.
Carol Joseph Watlier.
It's pronounced Joseph.
Joseph.
There we go. Who's called Joseph? Oh, my name is
He's
Joseph.
a Polish man.
Right, and?
So?
Is it Pope John Paul II, the proper Pope?
Yeah, Carol his name was.
No, shut up.
Oh, Carol.
I am but a fool.
With a K. Let's find out, what's the current Pope called?
Pope John Paul III?
Nope.
Okay. Let's ask Will.
Benedict, is it?
Will, do you know what the Pope is called?
Francis.
Thank you, Will.
But what's his real name? His real name is Jorge.
Oh, is it?
Not even joking. Jorge Mario.
Well, that's kind of ironic.
Why?
Don't know. Just trying to make a joke up, but I couldn't. Will, are you Catholic, and do you use your first name?
Will is my first. Well, it's an abbreviated first name, yes. And
so, Will, what is Will short for?
William.
Okay. No, that makes sense. I didn't know that. Okay, and do you shorten it because you're Catholic?
No, I shortened it. I think because in my school there were 3 Williams, so there was a William, a Wills, and I was the last one, so I was a Will.
Did you never think of becoming Will I Am?
Oh.
People do call me that, and it.
What about Willie? Would you have taken Willie? If you'd have been given Willie, would you have taken Willie?
Graciously.
Yeah.
And I can confirm, Carol with a K.
Oh, what, the Pope?
The old Pope.
The real Pope.
The original Pope.
The Pope John Paul II.
Classic.
The original one's still the best.
Classic Pope.
Classic Pope.
Yeah, he looked like a nice man, didn't he?
He did. It's
I
just
don't
a
think
shame.
he was really, though.
Just a shame that he was overseeing a bunch of scumbags, primarily. Of course, they're not all scumbags, but a bunch of them are scumbags, as they are in all faiths. They're all scumbags, all up to no good. Anyway, Will, before I get an Ofcom actually upheld, what did you call in for tonight?
Well, I think I might be the only one that's called in about sleep that doesn't suffer from sleep paralysis.
Me and you both, brother. Turns out we're in the minority.
I do sometimes get, if you fall asleep either sitting or lying on your back, where you kind of get, you're nearly asleep and you get that falling sensation, so you jolt forward or upright.
Are you quite young? What are you, 26?
27.
Oh, yes, he's back in the New York groove. Yeah, you're young. You're young. Here's the thing. The older you get, Will, the chance you falling asleep, sat down, are very, very... I don't remember the last time I fell asleep just sat on a chair. It doesn't happen anymore.
My granddad's like 80 and he does it all the time.
Well, maybe it goes... like when you sort of approach middle age, sort of early 30s, and then maybe it comes back when you start getting really old, like, sort of 62, 63.
Yeah.
I love... Here's one of life's great pleasures, right? Simple pleasures, free pleasures. Having a kip on the sofa. Lying down, having a kip on the... Got nothing to do all afternoon. You put a film on, put Channel 4 on, put an old black and white film on, have a kip on the sofa. Isn't it?
I find it difficult to plan that sort of thing.
You don't plan it.
Sort of thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You just let it happen. You suddenly think, oh, it's 2:30. Everyone's out. No one's coming back until 5. It's a black and white film on, and I'm feeling a little bit. I'm just going to close my eyes and just see what happens. And suddenly you're woken up by people coming in, going, "Do you want a cup of tea?" That's the life I dream of. Instead, I'm a divorced guy living on my own in my mid-40s.
Oh, well, it's no good for your back, though, really.
No, it's not good for you. He's right.
You'll get a crick.
He's right. No, you don't want a crick.
So, if I could, I'd like to describe my position.
Here we go.
At the minute.
I really thought this was going to be the phone-in. Describe the position you sleep in, and no one's bitten, apart from this guy, who's my favourite caller of the year.
Will,
so far.
how do you sleep?
Okay, well, I toss and turn.
I'm a tosser. Well done. Yes. Listen to him.
An actual hee-hee.
Oh, God, I like... Well, this is good. Go on, yes.
So since phoning in, this is my third position, and it's actually not that comfortable, so it might... Because I think I'm a bit self-conscious about describing it, but so it might be a false position, but
Okay.
I'll give it a go anyway.
Yeah, go on.
So I think it's important to know I'm wearing briefs and socks, but nothing else.
I can't sleep with... cannot sleep in bed with socks on.
Oh.
Even if it's cold, socks have got to come off.
No, if my feet are cold, forget it. I would rather have socks on.
No. I cannot have... Because I can't have cotton rubbing cotton.
Weirdo.
I cannot have cotton rubbing cotton.
Well, I have satin socks and sheets.
Shut up! You do not!
No, I
You
don't,
do satin socks. They keep slipping off.
Actually, to throw a red herring in, that's probably not the right phrase, but
Yes.
I find if my feet are cold, I prefer to take the socks off to get the skin-on-skin warmth.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's the way it should be. I agree. I'm a big fan of a hottie. Love a hot water bottle. Although, because I've got the decorators in, it's not a euphemism. At some point next week, I'm going to have to sleep in my son's bed because my bedroom is going to be decorated, and my son's bed has got an electric blanket.
Ooh.
And I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to a little bit of that.
My gran used to have one of those, and it was the best going to sleep at her house. And she would tuck us in really tight as well.
Well, that's dangerous with an electric blanket because you can actually cook, and that's not even a joke.
Yeah, but she turned it off
Well,
once you were in.
If she'd forgotten, no, even if you're,
Wasn't like I was sleeping on the grill.
No. Even if you get, you're not supposed to get tucked in to a bed with an electric blanket on because you will cook. It will literally. It's like it's the Dutch oven in reverse. You will cook to death.
Pull the plug out.
Doesn't matter. The heat is kept in it.
Wow.
Obviously. Do you know anything about physics and aerodynamics?
No, but my back is slightly wibbly now. I
Yeah,
wonder
we
whether
go.
that's why.
Yeah, we go.
I've been
You see,
lightly toasted.
I bet your liver's done to perfection, and your kidneys are all. Anyway, Will, sorry, please, please, Will, please.
Yeah, sorry, because I must finish this.
Please.
Right.
Well, you must, mate. You must finish it soon, because otherwise the cat's going to cut you off.
So most of the weight is I'm lying on my left side. Most of the weight is on my shoulder and my hip.
I like that.
My left leg is bent at let's say a 60-degree angle.
Yeah, I've got it.
My right foot is in the crease of the back of my left knee.
Oh, I love that. That is a great little stretch you've got going on there, buddy.
Yeah. So it's
Any
the
pillows
right knee.
between your knees?
No. I've only got the one, so I need it for me next.
No, I'm a one-pillow woman
How
as well.
can you survive on a oneer? I need three under my head.
No, too many.
3 under my head, 1 between my knees, and the rest just around me, just in case there's an emergency.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's just fear of suffocation, I suppose. Just the one for me.
Yeah. Okay, all right. We don't want you to die. And what are your arms doing, Will? We've already told us you're a tosser, so we've had an idea of what they were doing. What are they doing now?
The right hand is under it's kind of grasping my left shoulder, so it's under it.
Oh, a little hug.
The left, there's a phone in my left hand, which is to my ear.
Okay.
And they're in the what would we call the eye of the needle of my in my right elbow. If you can, do you know what I mean when I say that?
Do you mean your elbow? I've never heard the phrase "eye of the needle" in my elbow.
I think he's being poetic.
No, let me rephrase. So my arm is forming a triangle. Yeah.
Right. Tell you what.
The crook of your arm.
We're not getting that right. What I need you to do is I need you to put the phone down. Put us on speakerphone. It's one of the few times I'll allow this. Put us on speakerphone. Put your left arm where its final resting place will be, and describe that.
Let's do it. Hang
Okay.
on. All right, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I need to take my watch off. You've reminded me. I don't go to bed with my watch on.
No, I've lost my watch. If anyone's seen a calculator watch, it's mine.
I go to bed with all my jewellery on.
Even your nipple rings.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
My left arm has come out.
What?
So that it's in front of me. It's
Right.
so that my pinky And
Are we talking about your finger?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. I'll have that. Yes, sir. Well done.
My pinky and my ring finger are off the bed.
Oh!
This guy's freestyling it!
And one final note.
Yes.
What I was trying to describe, in between my body, my chest, and my right elbow is a plush seal.
Oh.
Oh, what?
A little friend.
Oh, okay. What's your seal called?
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't have a name.
You tart? You sleeping with people you don't know?
Yeah, best not to know it. Don't name it.
All right. Sleep well, you weirdo. Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye.
And thank you, Will, for the phone in. Is your pinky off the bed? Call me now. 0344 499 1000.
I think Will might be my favourite caller of the last 50 years. We've got Holly, we've got Giselle, we've got Louise. Stay there. We will come to you'll all be next, I promise. This is the Late Night Alternative Sleep Special on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yahoo!
Yahoo News. As a thing, Stan and Ollie, Steve Coogan, and why Alan Partridge should be allowed to make jokes about Me Too. Okay, so anyway. So it's about the screening that Catherine and I went to. This week, second paragraph, go straight in. This week, when Coogan introduced a special screening of the film for some of the most iconic British funny folk of the past 30 years. Remember that phrase, because that phrase is important, okay? For some of the most iconic British funny folk of the past 30 years, including Frank Skinner, Richard Herring, and Iain Lee. Warriors won!
Alan Carr was there.
Yes.
He's going to be spewing.
Nell Sykes was there.
Mm-hmm. James Acaster.
Yeah, we go.
He's funny, though.
Okay.
Dar O'Brien.
Yeah, but they went for me. Let's go to Holly. Good evening, Holly.
Good evening.
Good evening, Holly.
Hi.
You're not the lady that tweeted me last night saying you wanted to have sex with me, are you?
Yes.
Are you?
None of your business.
Oh, someone's jerking my chain. It's not you, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was someone called Lacey.
Yeah, but maybe she's a Catholic and wasn't using her first name.
Oh, shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up.
She was not Catholic. That woman.
Good evening, Holly. It's so nice to talk to you. Please ignore Catherine.
You too.
She's in a really what's the word I'm looking for?
Excellent.
She's in a stupid mood.
Oh.
It's getting right on my Wick, my John Wick 3.
Do we have to talk about sleeping? 'Cause it's
boring. Yeah. No, we don't actually. We can talk about anything we want. We can
talk about something exciting. Go on.
We're free spirits.
No, I don't think it's exciting, but I did have a bit of a thought, and I wanted to see what your opinion would be.
Well, let's conduct a thought experiment. Let's do it.
Let's hear that thought.
You're a man of many thoughts and opinions.
Hang on a second, just to flag up, I am, according to Yahoo News, I am one of the most iconic British funny folk of the past 30 years. That's what I am.
I agree.
Thank you.
So you are a guy of very very many views and opinions.
So many views.
And I was just wondering if you were Prime Minister and you ran office, what would be the most important thing for you to do, and what value would that add?
Gosh,
I'd help the children in wheelchairs. I think I'd have to say.
Oh,
I think I'd help the children in wheelchairs.
Oh.
I think that's what I'd do. I'd give all children in wheelchairs. Do you remember? I don't know how old you are, Holly. I can't always do that trick with women. But do you remember Spokey Dokes?
No.
Spokey Dokes are great.
I'm not
okay.
50.
You what?
I said on account of the fact I'm not 50.
Gosh, I'm not 50 either, and I know what they are.
Spokey Dokes were great, right? They were little bits of card that you put in the spokes of your wheel, of your bicycle, and the faster you went...
from the Kellogg's.
It went brrrr, and if you went really fast, it sounded like a motorbike engine. It was a bit of cardboard hitting a spoke.
Oh, no, that's not a Spokey Doke.
Excuse me?
No, the ones I remember were like little plastic beads that ran up and down and then would go ding, 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 ding.
That's not a Spokey Doke.
Yeah, it was.
That's a shitty doke. No, that's not a Spokey Doke.
Totally is.
Well, it totally is not a It might have been Spokey Dokes. No, I'm not. You're about to force me into doing a Spokey Dokes for girls, which I won't do because I'm better than that. Better than most things. I'm actually better than pretty much everything and everyone, as you know.
And so humble.
I'm the most humble
humblest
guy I know. But those Spokey Dokes were cards. No. 0344. Here's what we'll do. Holly, can you wait a second?
Yeah.
Okay, stay there. Right, clear the lines. Jacob, Louise, Holly, Giselle, Cleo, stay there.
Dearie me.
Oh, no, dearie me. Forget the internet. The internet is full. Close that. We're taking calls straight to air. I want 10 calls. All you got to do is say, Spokey Dokes, cards
or beads.
Or beads. 0344 499 1000. All right? 0344 499 1000. No, don't even.
Do you want one slice or two of humble pie?
I know. I got what you were saying. You didn't have. This is your problem. This is why you are not one of the most iconic British funny folk of the past 30 years. Is because you really hammer stuff home. I know when to leave it, and you should have left it.
Oh, really?
You should have left it.
Oh, really?
Really? Actually.
Oh, really? Though.
Really? Though.
Okay.
Sure. So let's take some calls straight to air. First, best of 10. So 10 calls straight to air. 0344 499 1000. Spokey Dokes. Are they cards or are they beads? Here we go. Let's take line 1. Spokey Dokes. Cards or beads?
Bag of shite beads.
Okay, right, that doesn't count because that's G and he's banned now.
Well, he said beads.
He didn't count. So first is the first call. Line 7, Spokey Dokes, cards or beads?
Beads.
Right, okay, well this is... Right,
It's not looking good for you, my friend.
No, so it's 1 out of 1. Right, hang on, Kath, Ian, you've got 1.
Yep.
You got 1 chancer. Okay. Hello, line 6, Spokey Dokes, cards or beads?
FO beads.
Did you say cards? Cards.
No, he didn't. He said beads.
He said cards.
No, he never.
You need your headphones cleaning, so it's 1-1. Let's go to line 8. Line 8. Spokey Dokes, cards or beads?
Beads. You're wrong. You're
wrong, and you're going to get a punch in the face with a brick. All right, 2-1 to you. Well done. Okay,
no, it's
fine.
3-3.
It's not
3-0.
3-0. Oh,
no, 3-0.
Line 8. Spokey Dokes, cards or beads?
Conical horns.
Sorry?
Conical horns.
So the cards?
No.
No, conical horns.
Right, you go away! Okay. Line 8. Cards or beads, please?
Both.
Sorry?
Both.
No.
But which one more?
Cards and beads.
Which one?
No, there was both.
Say the first one. Say the first one.
Beads.
No, say the second one.
Cards.
There we go. She said cards.
No,
so, 2-2. This is going very well indeed. I'm very pleased with these statistics. Line 8, cards or beads? Cards, thank you. 3-2 to me. Let's go to line 7. Line 7, cards or beads?
Oh, hello, Steve Allen. You're a right one. You are. Oh, I can have a right acid tongue sometimes. I can be right bit in the morning.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's right, Steve. But cards or beads?
Cards.
Thank you very much indeed.
That guy.
4-2. Let's go to line... And you said you'd stand by this, so stand by it. Good evening, line 7. Spokey Dokes, are they cards or beads?
Cards, obviously.
Obviously!
Idiot.
5-2. So 5, 6, 7. 3 more. You need to get these next 3. If this next one votes for me, then you're out, and you've embarrassed yourself again. Line 6. Are Spokey Dokes cards or beads?
Bees.
Bees?
Certainly.
Okay, right. Well, that's not any help to anyone. I'll let you have that one. No, I won't. 0344 499 1000. We just need one more to say cards, and we can end this. We can end this humiliation of someone who was once, long time ago, was once a good, close friend of mine. Let's go to line 6. Line 6. So Spokey Dokes, look at me, Catherine, in the eye as this comes in, as these results come in. Spokey Dokes, are they cards or beads?
Cards.
Thank you very much indeed.
Misogynist.
No.
Yep.
So that's 6-2. You couldn't win, even if we did a few more calls. You couldn't win.
Let's try it. Let's try that.
No.
If you're so secure, let's try it.
Mate, it's 6-2. It's best of 10.
Let's have a little go.
It's best of 10.
I want a people's vote.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm speaking to Holly now. And I like Holly a lot. I'd like to focus on Holly's call now instead of on your little silly, little frivolous cul-de-sacs that you like to run up and down every now and then playing Knock Down Ginger. We've done that. We've indulged that. Let's focus on Holly. Good evening, Holly. Sorry about that, Holly. Catherine's a little bit skittish tonight.
That was hilarious.
I know. And I didn't... this is it. It was my idea and I made it very funny. Anyway, Holly.
I'm exhausted now.
Oh, God. So Catherine's face must ache from the scowling. What is that face?
So I had such a random dream last night.
Oh, go on. What happened?
You know when you, wake up coughing? It was really weird. I had such a vivid dream. You know The Ring?
As long as you don't wake up in a coffin, that's all I'm going to say. I do know the movie The Ring, the Japanese version, of course.
Yeah, and she was, pulling, a telephone, wiry thing from, a long string thing from her throat.
Yes.
And it never seemed to end. I dreamt that was happening to me last night, and it was just this long telephone, and I was coughing, and
wow.
It was horrible.
God.
Do you ever get random dreams?
Yeah, they're dreams. All dreams are random.
No, but really, really, freak you out weird dreams.
Yes, they're dreams. All dreams are freaky and random. I want to. I haven't had for a long time, and this you can train yourself to do. Lucid dreaming, where you're aware that you're dreaming and you can control the dream.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Oh, it's weird. I don't like that.
I like that. And I haven't had one for a while. I trained myself.
You would, wouldn't you?
I would, wouldn't I? I did. I did. You're a naughty lady, Holly. Okay, thanks very much indeed. Let's get rid of that. She was freaking out.
Let me just clear up this vomit.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Mm? Oh, do you know what, Catherine?
Very naughty lady.
I'm gonna say no to the humble pie, but you have mine.
It's all right. I'm full up.
Yeah, of shit.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Okay, we've got a few calls. We're going to get through these now. Good evening, Louise.
Good evening. I'm officially speaking to an icon. Hello.
Yeah, let's get the title right. It is, I'm one of the most iconic British funny folk of the past 30 years. And can we get that worked up into the trails here? I think that would be really helpful, actually, for the other presenters to know exactly who they're dealing with.
Right. I've got two things for you, and I'll keep it quick. I'm not religious at all, but I was brought up in a Catholic family.
Right, do you use your first name or not?
No. My middle name is Louise.
Well, this is stupid. What's the point of having a first name, then?
Well, I think the reason my middle name was always used is because my first name is the same as what my granny's first name was, and we lived with my granny. So I always
so it's not
middle name.
Hang on, so it's not a Catholic thing. It's just like really bad naming thing. It's like a clumsy naming.
As far as I'm aware, that's why I always get called Louise.
Why would you name someone? Why would you give someone the same name as someone who already lives with you? Here's the thing. Because you're not allowed to call your baby baby Adolf Hitler and stuff like that, and baby Han Solo and stuff. You're not allowed to do that. Mm-hmm. They're really strict about it in France, actually, aren't there? There's loads of names you can't use in France.
I don't know whether they are so much anymore, but there used to be a list.
No, I think they are. I think they are, because there was one that popped up in France recently. But could you, if I had a son, right, and I called him Stephen, and then I had a second son, could I also call him Stephen?
I think you could.
Yeah.
I think there are families where they've all got the same first name.
Stephen Lee, but I wouldn't give the middle names. Stephen Lee and Stephen Lee. That's what I would do.
But would you call them Steve, Stevie?
No, I called them Stephen Lee.
Steve
1,
Stephen Lee.
Little Stevie.
And Stephen
Big
Lee.
Steve.
There's a scene in the brilliant Bob Dylan film, Don't Look Back. Bob Dylan, Don't Look Back, meeting the mayor, where they meet the kids. I'm not going to be able to find it. And he meets the lady mayor, the mayoress of a town, and she goes, "Yes, so these are my three sons. This is Stephen. I'm sure that's what she. Can someone find that clip? Can someone go off and watch Don't Look Back and find that clip for me, please? Thanks very much indeed. What was point number 2, Tina, Louise?
The second point is, I was put on mirtazapine during the summer.
Oh.
It hasn't helped me sleep. It does make me sleep longer, but it doesn't. It doesn't help me get over to sleep.
Oh.
But the thing that I find with it's not sleep paralysis as such, but it's a dream within a dream, and sometimes
Inception.
I get a dream within a dream within a dream.
Inception.
But they're always nightmares.
Inception nightmares.
Yes. Now that's terrifying because you think you've woke up from it, and then you realise
I tell you what,
you haven't woke up from it.
I've not had for a long time
You're still in it.
the dreams where I think I've murdered someone 20 years ago and the guilt is too much. This is a guilt thing, and I've kind of worked through a lot of my guilt. And then I wake up and I think, shit, I really did murder someone. But then I actually wake up and then I think, did I murder someone? And I can't remember. But I like dreams. I'm a big fan of dreams. I'm a big fan of nightmares. Oh no, I got a joke. I like dreams. I'm a big fan of dreams. I'm a big fan of rumours. I'm a big fan of Tusk. They're Fleetwood Mac albums.
Dreams wasn't an album, was it?
Okay, all right. I'm a big fan of dreams. I love dreams.
Tango in the Night.
No, please. I'm a big fan of dreams. I love dreams. Not such a fan of Go Your Own Way. Okay. That's the joke.
It would have been a good joke about 40 years ago.
A good joke is always a good joke, Louise. Thank you very much indeed. A good joke is always a good joke. Good evening, Jacob.
Hey, hello?
Hello.
Hey, I'll be honest, I've been on for a while. I've listened to you since you were on I'm a Celebrity.
Oh, hey, nice one, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
I'm a bit of an anxious, piece of trash, so I don't really call too much. But,
phone up a radio station, I'm going to be honest, is probably one of these most, and I don't want to make you feel worse, I want to make you feel better, but it's one of the most anxiety-inducing things you can do, and it's weird. I don't like making phone calls, right? I hate phone calls. I'll always text or email. But phoning up a radio station, which I have done a few times, is even worse for me, I find, than making up making an actual phone call. It's weird, man.
Yeah, no, I always tend to stick to texts and stuff.
Texts are so much better. Well, listen, Jacob, I'm gonna be nice to you, unless you're a dick, in which case I will have to destroy you. But you sound like a nice guy. Yeah. Thank you for listening since the jungle. Not many people stuck with us after the first couple of weeks when they realised.
No, you were brilliant in the jungle. You were really relatable.
Yeah. Hey, nice one, man. Well, why have you called in tonight?
Honestly, a bit drunk, kind of. Just a lot of I'm basically 20 in uni, kind of. Had some housemates. My housemates and friends came round, they're having a night out, and I've basically not felt like it.
Yeah.
And stayed in, so I thought I might as well call in.
That's all right. This is what day of the week is it, Catherine? Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, student life, isn't it? It's going out on Thursday. Where have they gone? Anywhere exciting, or just down the pub?
They've gone to a karaoke night, which is definitely not my thing.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hey, do 20-year-olds go to the pub anymore? Is the pub a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm from Yorkshire, so...
Oh, right, okay, fine.
That is a...
Because there's me casually throwing out, have they gone to the pub? I mean, I don't drink anymore, so I don't go to the pub. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder if a 20-year-old sees a pub as like an old-fashioned, not
up here anyway. We go to pubs just casually, really.
Beautiful, and that's fine. And you just didn't... How do you get on with your housemates? Do you get on all right?
It's a mixed bag. I mean, the ones I have this year, I've not known as long as the ones I've had beforehand, because I've kind of switched housemates recently.
Yeah.
But the ones I have this year are a bit of messy, kind of don't clean up after themselves. I'm a bit OCD on that.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Through uni, well, first year I was in halls, but then the second and third year I lived with friends. And it's a strain on friendship, isn't it? Kath will back me up on this. It's a strain on friendship because people that you really, really like or even love, friends that you love, but they will have behaviours that you think, geez, what is that? What is that all
also,
about?
It's the first time you're out of a family situation where you realise that people do live slightly differently from each other. Like, for example, if we had sloppy food when I was a kid, my dad would chuck it down the toilet rather than sticking it in the bin. Which is obviously weird to most people. But of course, you don't know it until you live in a house with other people.
And that's the thing as well. They do stuff that is, you go, that's disgusting. And I was doing the same. I was doing stuff that you think is perfectly normal, and they're thinking, that's rude. Mm-hmm. That's horrible.
Yeah. Made the mistake in my second year of living with too many people as well, and it was animalistic.
And then after college, I lived with some people one of whom I sort of knew a little bit. He was a comedian. And two people I didn't know, and we just didn't. They were nice, really nice people, but we just didn't connect.
My third year, my best friend at university wanted to live with me, and I said, best not, I think, because I think we'll fall out. And I was right,
Yeah, that's kind of similar to how I am, because I'm third year right now, and the people I'm living with at the minute are kind of course mates I met in first year and got on with, and they're wanting to live together, like, after uni.
Yeah.
But because of how messy they are, I'm not wanting to go anywhere near that.
Tell you something, that experience will make you really value your own space when you get it.
Oh, no, I already can tell that. But my housemates from last year were great. The people I'd known since high school.
Oh, right.
So I'd gone through college with them, and then obviously uni. Like, first year I didn't even go to halls, I just got a house with them.
Right.
But now
the
they're
excitement and also the fear and anxiety and nervousness of you know, living with people for 9 months, because it's weird. It's a weird old thing, that.
It is. I got used to it, though, especially, like, obviously, cause like I say, I knew them for years already.
Yeah.
So I was pretty okay with them. But now they're, one of them's off in Spain as an illustrator, and the other's an accountant in Leeds.
Oh.
So they've kind of gone their own way. They dropped out of uni for it all.
Yeah.
So they kind of,
What are you studying, man?
English language.
Well, hopefully you'll learn to bloody speak it properly by the end of the course. That was my little joke. That was my
Well,
little
I'm hoping to teach it abroad, basically, get out of the UK for a bit.
Mate, get out as soon as you can, and if you find safe land, please give us the address and send us tickets, and we'll be over as soon as we possibly can, because we're all screwed in this shithole.
Yeah, I know that is the main reason I'm looking towards getting out.
We're all screwed. Hey, well, listen, Jacob, I really appreciate everybody who tuned in after the jungle, and those who stuck around. Then that was one of the reasons I did it, and it worked.
This is one of the best radio shows there is. I don't listen to radio.
Wicked, man. That means a lot to both of us. So thank you very much, Jacob.
No,
give us a call anytime you want, man.
I will. Right.
See you later on.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
dear.
Thank you. Bye-bye. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
A nice guy. I mean, a lunatic liking this rubbish. Giselle, we got. Then we got Nigel. Then we got Cleo. Then we got Simon. We got all the big names lined up on the switchboard. The late night alternative. I really enjoyed that. What a nice guy. And well done. I know a lot of people, do suffer from anxiety to listen to this show because of what happened in the jungle and because of some of the calls we've done. I know it's a big thing to phone up to be able to, I don't know, swallow that down or work through it or whatever and pick up the phone. That means a lot. Thank you, man. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative.
Hello.
With Iain Lee.
Is there anybody out there?
On Talk Radio.
Hello.
Nigel, Cleo, Simon, stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. Let's go to Giselle first. She's been waiting for ages. Apologies, Giselle. Welcome to the Late Night Alternative. My name is Iain Lee. Introduce yourself.
Catherine.
There we go, you see. Welcome. What a lovely, loving vibe we're creating for our callers. I'll shut up, and the next voice you're going to hear is going to be that of Giselle.
Good evening.
Good evening, Giselle.
Good
I like
evening.
it when she sounds firm.
Yes.
It's like, I always expect her to tell us off. Now, earlier on in the show, you said this, when, of course, we all know Spooky Dokes are cards. Giselle.
Yes. The beads.
OK, well, you're obviously drunk, and that's fine. That's I've not got a problem with that.
I'm not drunk.
Stoned? High? Uppers, downers, blues? You want some purple hearts? What do you want? Some LSD? You want some brown?
You were talking earlier about sleep positions, and I was wondering if anybody else gets this thing where they can only fall asleep in the same position.
Yeah, me. That's why I was talking about sleep positions. I thought everyone could only fall asleep in the same position.
It's weird. I'm like that. I can only fall asleep on my front.
Hang on. Are there some people that fall asleep? Catherine, do you have to be in the same position to fall asleep?
Front.
When you say front, Giselle, do you mean like where is your head? Because your head can't be face down. Obviously, you'd suffocate.
The body is face down. The head is slightly turned to the side.
Which side, left or right?
I tend to look towards the right.
Okay. Well, hang on. Where are the arms in this scenario? Just like kind of face down beside your body?
One is usually face down, and one is usually on the pillow.
Hang on a minute.
In the classic chalk man position.
So your right arm is down by your side, your face is facing to the right, and your left arm is sort of just above your head.
Yeah, it's like the upside down recovery position.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You see, that's a lot more intricate than just I go to sleep face down. No, you don't. There's a whole world involved in this.
Especially when you're a woman.
I suppose. But what about balls?
Well, yeah, you've got a willy in front of your balls, keeping them back, haven't you? Normally.
Hang on a second. Say that again.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
Sam, you know what to do, mate. She's never learnt, Giselle. If I ask her to repeat anything and then move away from the microphone, it's so I get a clean clip of stupidity.
It's not stupidity, it's science.
Your willy pushes your balls back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your balls aren't touching the mattress, are they?
Well, hang on a minute. We shouldn't
Can
really
you sleep with it like
we
that?
shouldn't really be having this conversation with Giselle on the phone after what she's told us about, her situations and stuff in the past. Don't mind me with the water bottle.
I'm just imagining what it must be like.
We will continue this conversation, Giselle, after you've departed.
Okay, it's fine.
Did I see a tweet that Wendy Wason paid off and she got you tickets?
Yes.
Hey,
she's good.
Nice.
That's out, by the way, not the tickets, but the tickets is involved. The bonus podcast with Wendy Wason's out now.
Tickets are involved.
Yeah. It's not just the tickets.
You wouldn't say the Beatles are coming. You would say the Beatles. No, you wouldn't say the Monkees are coming. You would say the Monkees is coming.
I wouldn't.
Well, you would though.
The Monkees is coming.
Yeah. If you're talking about the TV series, you would say the Monkees is coming. Nah. Yeah, you would. Nah. You would. Would you say Batman is coming or Batman are coming?
Batman is coming.
Right. Okay. The Monkees is coming. The Monkees is a TV show. All right. Star Trek are coming or Star Trek is coming?
I mean...
What would you say?
What is this?
What would you say? It's a lesson in English, mate. What would you say?
Star Trek is coming.
Right, now can we think of a TV show? All right, the Waltons are coming.
Yeah.
The Waltons is coming.
Yeah, no, the Waltons are coming.
No. If the family, the Waltons, were coming, we'd say... Right, if I was a TV executive, right, and I was to say to you, the family, all of the Waltons, John Boy and Doodah and Wawas are coming, they are coming.
Don't remember Wawas.
But I think it was the dog. But if the TV show is coming. The TV show is coming, right?
Yeah.
The TV show is called The Waltons. The TV show called The Waltons is coming, yeah?
Yeah, but
it sounds
clumsy.
Doesn't matter how it sounds. It's accurate.
It
doesn't.
Entirely matters.
And that's the beauty of the English language, as Giselle will agree with me in a second.
She won't.
She better. Otherwise, I'll get those tickets taken away from her. I have the power to do that. The TV show, The Waltons, is coming. That's correct, yeah? The TV show The Waltons is coming.
Yes, because you're talking about the TV show.
Yeah. So the TV show The Waltons is coming. The show The Waltons is coming. Show The Waltons is coming. Show Waltons is coming. The Waltons is coming. Boom. That's a lesson in English. Giselle, you
saying boom on the end doesn't make it right.
Yes. Are you saying yes?
I agree with you, Ian. Yeah, if something is singular in the name, then it's with an S, then it's R. If it's plural in the name, then it is.
Don't talk arse.
Giselle, enjoy...
My mum's a journalist.
I'm a journalist. My dad's a journalist. Exactly. So I win. Double journalist.
I've read papers. Giselle, enjoy your comedy show next week.
I will do. Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Happy birthday.
It's crap.
Do you want me to blow your mind?
No. I want you to leave it alone.
OK, well, I'm going to blow your mind.
I don't want you to blow anything of mine.
I want you to listen to the lyrics and tell me what the lyrics are, OK?
The lyric is...
When you were young and your heart...
Fair play.
...was an open book.
Oh, I know what you're going to
say. Live and let live. But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry...
Yeah. It always used to get on my nerves because I thought he was using two ins, but he's not.
No, he's not.
He's saying, in this ever-changing world in which we are living. But he takes the G off.
Whoa! No! No!
Why is
You're close. So what? Hang on. So let's play it again, then you tell me what you think he's saying. Because everyone thinks it's in this ever-changing world in which we live in, right? OK. But you're saying something different. OK.
But if this ever-changing world in which we live in...
In which we're living.
No, he's not saying living. He's not saying living. What is that?
He's saying live in because he's cool.
So you're saying... Well, tell me what you think he's saying.
In this... and it would be grammatically correct.
Yep.
And I think that Paul is that kind of bloke.
Yeah.
In this ever-changing world in which we're living.
Yeah. Incorrect. I'm going to blow your mind.
So there's three ins in it.
No.
What then?
I'm going to blow your mind.
Do it.
If this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry. If...
Stop. But what's the end of it? I'm more interested in the end of it.
That's not the mystery.
Is it if this ever-changing world in which we're living or in which we live in?
That's irrelevant.
No, I'm more interested in that. Because that's the one that's always got on my nerves.
No, but but you're the wrong... What? How you're the only person?
No,
why
I'm not.
am I working with you? Everybody else... Oh, I want to shake you. Oh.
Try it.
I don't, because I don't want to get done again.
Karate chop you in the windpipe.
Okay. Everybody else is upset with in this ever-changing world in which we live in.
No, it's the end for me. It gets right on my tits.
First of all, okay, well, he's saying if. If this ever-changing world...
But if this ever-changing
makes sense.
world in which we live in...
Yeah, if this ever-changing world in which we're living...
If is fine.
Yeah.
It's the end bit that for me...
It's saying living. If this ever-changing... Flipping heck, man. If this ever-changing world in which we're living...
Fine.
You happy with that?
It's groovy.
Right. So it's not... But it's not... That's never been up for debate. The debate has always been... in this ever-changing world in which we live in. It's not. It's if this ever-changing world... If this ever-changing world in which we're living...
But if this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry...
Quick, get the fireworks. Start, get the lighter. We're doing the fireworks now.
Say,
The what? The fireworks. World Cups, Olympics, Paul McCartney, fireworks. That for me is Britain. Good evening, Nigel.
Live and let die.
Yes, mate, do it! Do it!
Live and let die.
Do it!
In this world in which we live in.
Live and let die. Live and let die.
Live and let die.
Live and... Let's do it. Let's just keep doing it. Live and let die.
Sincerely, folks.
Live and let...
I'll come on to do Elvis Presley.
Ooh.
Bit late.
I've been practising.
Oh.
Go on.
Well, Elvis Presley here.
Elvis Presley's here.
I'm in the United States now. Elvis Presley here. I'd like to sing a song for you in a minute.
Here's the thing I liked about Elvis Presley.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
Aren't your balls... Aren't your balls held back by your willy?
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
Aren't your balls held back by your willy?
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
Oh, I missed normally out, didn't I? I missed normally out.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
It's getting too rude now.
Dirty pervert.
Yes.
I've heard it enough times now.
Yeah. Anyway, Nigel, what you got for us tonight, Nige? Big night. It's a big show with Big
I was
Nige.
talking about Dave Cash last night.
Yep.
Dave Cash. And I found a video of him before he died on Radio Kent.
I'm glad it's of him before he died.
Well, yeah.
I do not want to see Dave... I don't want to see that, no. But
No.
Before he died, yeah, big fan.
I was surprised to find it because he did an interview where they interviewed him for about half an hour on this YouTube. Yeah. And then I found my video as well in the same studio singing an Elvis song. I put it onto my Facebook now.
Okay.
It's The Wonder of You, it is. Doing Elvis. And I'm in the same studio as what he was in, Dave Cash.
It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? But I was surprised to find his video.
Yeah, supposed to.
So, would you like me to sing it live, or would you like to play the video?
I don't want to play the video, and we've only got 60 seconds.
Oh.
Can you do it in 60 seconds?
Well, no one else can understand me when everything I do is wrong. You give me love and constellation.
Constellation.
You give me strength to carry on.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
To lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder
of you.
I kiss your lips and you are mine. Was that all right?
It was all right.
Yeah.
Your love to me is worth a fortune.
Is that wrong?
Your kiss to me is and you're always there to lend a hand. In everything I do.
Yeah, baby. Come on. You can do it right now, please. I think it's okay.
Let's ask Paul. Paul McCartney's here with us tonight, Nigel. I know you've not been listening, but we've got Paul McCartney in the studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have. Isn't that right, Paul?
Yeah.
So, Paul, what did you think of Nigel singing? And be honest.
I think it's okay.
Hey, he thinks it's okay.
Is he really there?
Yeah.
Are you doing that voice?
I can't. Okay. Let me and Paul will speak at the same time. Paul, say something.
I need your help.
Oh, he needs your help, Nigel.
Oh, it does sound like Paul McCartney. It must be.
Yeah, baby.
Paul, calm down, please, mate. Hey, listen, I've got an idea, Nigel. Why don't you write a song for Paul McCartney? Paul, what do you reckon?
Well, I really think this is great.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Okay, well, we got to go now.
Yeah, okay. See you later.
That was weird for about 3 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Der Schnee glänzt weiß auf den Bergen heut Nacht, keine Spuren sind zu sehen. Ein einsames Königreich und ich bin die Königin. Der Wind erheult so wie der Sturm ganz tief in mir. Mich zu kontrollieren, ich hab es versucht. Lass sie nicht rein, lass sie nicht sehen, wie du bist, nein, das darf niemals geschehen. Du darfst nichts fühlen, zeig ihnen nicht dein wahres Ich. Ich lass los, lass jetzt los, die Kraft, sie ist grenzenlos. Ich lass los, lass jetzt los und ich schlag die Türen zu. Es ist Zeit, nun bin ich bereit und ein Sturm zieht auf. Die Kälte, sie ist nun ein Teil von mir. Es ist schon eigenartig, wie klein jetzt alles scheint. Und die Ängste, die in mir waren, kommen nicht mehr an mich ran. Was ich wohl alles machen kann, die Kraft in mir treibt mich voran. Was hinter mir liegt, ist vorbei, endlich frei. Ich lasse los, lass jetzt los, nur bin ich endlich so weit. Ich lasse los, lass jetzt los, doch Tränen seht ihr nicht. Hier bin ich und bleibe hier und ein Sturm zieht auf. Ich spüre diese Kraft, sie ist ein Teil von mir. Sie fließt in meiner Seele und in all der Schönheit hier. Nur ein Gedanke und die Welt wird ganz aus Eis. Ich geh nie mehr zurück, das ist Vergangenheit. Ich bin frei, endlich frei und ich fühle mich wie neu geboren. Ich bin frei, endlich frei, was war ist jetzt vorbei. Hier bin ich in dem hellen Licht und ein Sturm zieht auf. Die Kälte, sie ist nun ein Teil von mir.
This is something I knocked up earlier on in the day with my homies. Let's get a Cleo. Good evening, Cleo.
Hello.
Guten Tag, guten Nacht, guten Tag, guten Abend.
I don't even have any German, mate.
You don't know any German at all?
Wie geht's?
Nah.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Learn it. Learn it. Have some respect. Learn it.
My 4-year-old nephew still thinks the Germans are the enemy because he's been hanging out with my dad too long.
Well, listen, trust me. I've been reading. Well, I've been hanging out with Tommy Robinson, and do you know what? He's right. They are. Them and the Muslims. The German Muslims are the worst. Jokes, guys. Satire, guys. It's jokes. Yes, let's go to Cleo. Good evening, Cleo.
Hi.
Hello there, peoples. Did you used to play armies as children?
No, it was more.
I think he was speaking to
Cowboys.
To the
Cowboys and A-Team.
We used to play the A-Team a lot, and we used to play Hulk. But we played
Star Wars as well.
We played War. We did play War. We didn't play Star Wars. We played War.
You're a bit older than me, though, aren't you?
I am a little bit older than you, and a little bit older, a lot wiser, and significantly fitter.
God.
Did you have any friends when you played armies who were too eager to be Germans?
What?
Do you have any friends who were too eager to play the Germans?
I don't know. I think I might have played the Germans. They were the fun guys. I'm not making light of the horrific crimes they committed in World War II, but they were. We're attracted as humans. We're attracted to the dark side, to the bad boys, and the Germans certainly were the bad boys in World War II.
They weren't the good lads.
No,
they weren't the good lads.
Anyhow, if they'd have won, then we would now be thinking they were the good guys, because our history for the last 50 years would have been about how great Germany was, and so it's all it's all up for grabs.
It's shaped by the victor, isn't it?
Although I have to say that categorically, of course, I do believe that the Germans were the bad guys in World War II. just in case someone says tragic comic supports Hitler's final solution. I don't at all. Thought what they got up to was awful and horrendous. But I'm saying if they'd have won, we'd now be going, those cowardly English.
Because history is written by the winners.
Yes. But on the killing of Jews things by itself...
Actually, can I just correct you? Sorry, Cleo, can I just correct you there?
Try.
Well, I will. You said, sorry, what did you say?
History is written by the winners.
Okay. Funny, because I thought I heard you say...
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
But you said, you're right, you did say, what was the thing you said?
I mean, both things are true.
What was the thing you said about history? What was the thing you said about history again? What was the thing you said about history again?
I don't think I need to repeat myself.
I think you said something like history is written by the winners.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually inaccurate. History is written by historians. Let's go to Cleo. Good evening, Cleo. Totally burnt you, baby. Hey, can we get Sam? Could you get some ice? Because Kath has been burnt quite badly by that.
I'm fine.
Yes, man. It's written. History is written by historians. It's written by Mary Beard. And
need some Savlon.
And needs. Well, I'm holding some Bonjela.
Actually, you shouldn't put cream on a burn. You should know that, Cleo.
You should know that, Cleo.
I should. I don't know why I should.
Okay.
But I should.
Let's go. Right. Let's go to Cleo. Cleo's on the line. Good evening, Cleo. You're live on Talk Radio. What would you like to say?
I have very odd sleep. Sleep is odd.
Well, you're a tiny man. You're under 3 foot tall, and I'm guessing that's...
But even those people sleep.
Do you need as much sleep as a normal person?
I'm like a gnat. I need 15 seconds sleep. No, I'm joking. Because I'm disabled...
Here we go. Just throw that disabled card on the table, so now we can't have any fun with you. All right, here we go.
You can have fun.
Here we go.
But,
unbelievable.
I've got a hospital bed, so I've got to hawk my legs into that thing. But
Yes.
Got to tip it on its head.
Yes.
So gravity can be used to pull us to the down to the bed.
Okay, I feel like we're enduring your miserable life.
It is.
Yeah. Well, we're enduring it, and we don't need to. Our lives are great. My life's great. I'm a British. Let me just get the quote right. Hang on a second.
Here we go again.
I am one of the most iconic British funny folk of the past 30 years. That's according
I would
to
agree with that.
Yahoo News. That's news.
I would agree with that.
Certainly news to me.
It's okay. So you're in a bed. It's a hospital bed that you stole. Shame on you. It's disgusting. You're a bed blocker. You block my bed. I smash it in your face. You're touching my car.
They probably don't want it back after he's been in it.
No, and you tilt it head first to put oxygen to your brain. And if you didn't, what would happen?
In my brain.
Is it worth trying?
Little mask.
Oh yeah, little mask. Good
Which
fun.
I'm thinking of. You know what? I'm thinking of selling them to fetishists.
Okay.
You know, if you paint them black.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure they'll like it anyway.
I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
There we go. Let's go to Ethan. Good evening, Ethan.
Hello.
Hello, Ethan. You're
Just
live.
want to say, it's perfect show. You're doing perfect show. No, I'm doing an essay that I've got to complete for tomorrow, and then all of a sudden I hear it's Disney's Frozen in the German language.
The mighty German language. What, you've got to do an essay for tomorrow? What I used to love the late night sessions, finishing the essay. What's your essay about, if you don't mind me asking, Ethan?
No, nothing interesting, just the relationship between journalists and politicians.
Oh, that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
It does sound boring, if I'm honest. No, it sounds good actually, and I think you can get some gold out of that.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Are you nearly done? Is it what? How many words is it?
It's 1,500 words.
Oh, 1,500 words! Yeah. My God, my God, man, 1,500 words! I could do that while I'm having a pee.
Frank Spencer?
No, I'm trying to do Rigsby. I was doing Rigsby really well the other day, and I can't do that. 1,500.
Yeah.
1,500 words? My God, man, I do that while I'm having a pee.
Tony Hancock?
No, it was more Hancock than thing. Why can't I do it? I did it out before Christmas and it was spot on. Spot on. You got this, Ethan. How many words have you done?
I'm halfway there.
Oh, okay. Well, you can do this. So it's about the relationship between journalists and politicians?
Yeah. And then also talking about sleep. I don't know about you, but for me, I literally can't fall to sleep. I just fall asleep when I collapse. I just collapse and go to sleep.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm kind of good at going to sleep. I lie down. I close my eyes. I pretend to be asleep for a while, and then it happens. I'm there. That's it. You can do this. Ethan, go and do your essay. Here's the thing. Journalists and politicians should not be friends. They should not be hanging out with each other unless it's to get some juicy gossip.
But in the olden days, that's
They're
where
all
they'd
in
find
each
it, all
other's
in the
back
pub.
pockets.
Yeah, I will put you in my essay then.
Please do. Please quote me, because I'm a very wise man. Ethan, thank you very much indeed. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? There's a okay, yes.
What are you doing?
I'm reading a text from someone.
Can you read it out loud,
No, I'm
not in
going
your
to.
head, because
No, I'm
it's
not-
the radio?
No, I'm not going to, because it's someone who's struggling quite a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. You didn't put your name on your text, and that's absolutely cool not to put your name on your text, and it's a long old text, and I've kind of had to scan it, because it's a long text. But hang in there, man. Hang in there. It sounds like you're having a lousy time. And it sounds like you're having a lousy time, but hang in there. 116 113. Is that no 123? 116 123 is Samaritans. 116 123 is a good old number to give a call. If you're too embarrassed or nervous to give us a call, then give them a call and just ease the pressure a little bit, man. Hang in there. This is the Late Night Alternative. Who are you?
Catherine Boyle.
I'm Iain Lee, and this is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Hey. By the way, there's the Weird Science is sold out. Just hope we can get the licence for the film now, because I forgot to do that. Weird Science on the 26th of January is sold out. Always follow me and Catherine, because on the day of events, we quite often get people saying they can't make it and they've got tickets either for sale or to give away. So we'll be tweeting those. Bros on the 2nd of March. 4 tickets left.
Ooh.
4 tickets left. IainLee.com/event. There's also a show we're doing. I can't remember what it is. It's the 20-something, 25th, 26th, 24th. It's the 24th, I think. The 24th of March. Me and Kath are doing our first rabbit hole of the year in Luton at the Bear Club. I think there's only like 30% of the tickets left. It's almost sold out, man. It's insane. People might think we're popular at this rate. IainLee.com/event. At some point, probably next week, I'm going to start booking in a few more shows. Brighton again, Bath again, Belfast.
Glasgow.
Get in touch with them, Glasgow, but I'll book those in. So,
We're going to do Manchester again.
Sorry?
We're going to do Manchester again.
Nah, I don't like Manchester. It's a dump. I'm joking. No, yeah, yeah. Sorry, do you want me to list all of the venues that I'm going to contact?
I thought that's what was happening.
No, it's not.
Don't then.
Your attitude tonight is getting right on my nerves. Seriously, you are getting right on my nerves.
You point that finger any closer and I'll snap it off.
Go on then. The switchboard's empty for the first time this evening with a lot of new callers. If this was a 2-hour show and I still got paid the same, that'd be epic. That really would be legendary. That's the new word in our house, legendary.
Yeah, my
Legendary.
eldest uses that.
Epic is no more. Epicoa is certainly no more.
She also refers to randos.
Oh, not randos. Glitch. There's a lot of everything glitches.
Yeah.
Glitch.
Oh, and I heard her saying to her dad saw, she was singing this morning. And she's got a nice voice, but her dad said to her, "Are you in pain?" And she said, "No, I'm singing." He went, "Oh, I thought you were having some kind of moment." And I heard her go, "Wow." I mean, wow.
Definitely your daughter. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You'd be very welcome to. Let's just have a little look at this. A bungling council was accused of not knowing Uranus from your elbow after wrongly placing the planet on a playground sign. Okay. The board was meant to teach children the position of the solar system's 8 planets plus Pluto. It showed them in relation to the Sun in the order Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus and Pluto. Uranus should come... Come on.
What?
Uranus should come before Neptune. Gutted.
Isn't one of those not a planet anymore? Isn't Pluto not considered a planet anymore?
Incorrect.
Which one is it?
It's Pluto, but Pluto was considered a planet. Then it was not considered a planet. Now it's considered a planet again.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, not according to my daughter's homework the other day.
Your daughter's homework is incorrect, I'm afraid. It's old...
State school, isn't it?
It's old tech. It's considered a planet again.
By you.
By many, many people. No, it is. I'm sure it was considered a planet. Don't just Google it.
I'm not. I'm looking at a very, very funny
Google
story.
It, 'cause what I will do is I will do another 10 calls straight to air and get them to back me up. All right? And I can keep doing that. I can reel these suckers in and get them to do... They can dance for me, suckers. Dance. In fact, let's just do it. Right, we'll take 10 calls. Right, we'll do it. Prove what idiots they are and how I'm better loved than you. 10 calls straight to air. Is Pluto a planet?
You're shouting.
Be quiet, you. You're getting right on my Wick, my John Wick. Getting on with John. That sounds ruder than I meant to. Is Pluto a planet? 0344 499 1000. You've got to phone up and just say yes or no. Simple.
Planet or star?
Sorry?
Planet or star?
Planet. I don't know. Star's different. Star's like that little...
It was a star for a while.
It was a planet, then it wasn't a planet, then it was a star. Then it's a planet. No, stop saying star.
You're saying it.
I didn't say it once.
You did.
I said it twice. So up yours. Is it a planet or is it not a planet? It's as simple as that, guys. It really is that simple. It's great. It's great for... This isn't going to be the award-winning phone-in, but it will win an award. You will win an award in my heart.
For getting through it.
And thank you. 0344 499 1000. Pluto, is it a planet or is it not? Here's the thing.
Or just say, lick, lick, Iain. That's what he wants. I mean, that is what you want, isn't it?
Says the woman who made us change the lighting today.
Yeah, because you have me unlit, right? You're really brightly lit.
Once.
And I look like I'm in some sort of witness protection scheme.
Well, you will be after this humiliation. Here they come.
Lick,
Here
lick.
they come.
Lick, lick.
Line 1, is Pluto a planet or not a planet?
Bag of planets.
It's a planet, he said. That's 1-0.
That's the guy you didn't listen to before.
You don't know that for sure.
I do.
Line 2, is Pluto a planet or not a planet?
Never been a planet.
Right, hang on 1 second, because I recognise that voice. This is a vile troll. Here's the thing. I was thinking of maybe playing a little bit of PUBG at the weekend on my PlayStation 4. Would you like to play it
every weekend?
Would you like to play it with me?
You said that last week,
Shut up.
and you didn't show up.
Yes, mate, I was in hospital.
You wasn't.
What?
I could have been.
You weren't.
I was in hospital, mate, last weekend.
If you were in hospital, it's because you were popping in to use the loo.
Well, Iain, I've got chronic fatigue at the moment, so I'm really tired. So
right, well, you're going to be really tired. It'll be even easier for me to come around to your house and batter you. Do you want me to team kill you or not? That's a question.
No.
Right, so is Pluto a planet or not, mate?
Pluto has never been a planet.
Idiot. The guy's an idiot. I'll give you that one. But you know that one there, I'm going to put an arrow to it, is from an idiot. Let's go to line 3. Line 3, is Pluto a planet or not a planet?
Beads.
Jeez, I hate people. Line 4, is Pluto a planet or not a planet, please?
I think it was a dog in the Disney cartoons.
Here's the thing. What was the other dog in Goofy? What's the difference between what do you call Pluto and what do you call Goofy? This is really interesting.
One is a servant.
No. Line
One's
2.
got trousers on. It's all about trousers.
It is about trousers.
Although Donald doesn't wear trousers.
What is Pluto a planet or not a planet? Quickly.
Hello.
Quickly.
S-word.
Right, couldn't even hear that.
S-word, he said.
Right. Is Pluto a planet or not a planet, please, caller?
Sorry, Kath, it's a planet.
Oh, yes,
says the woman who can't change a battery.
Yes, mate. Is it a planet or not a planet? Be quick.
Dwarf planet.
So that's a planet, thank you.
No.
Here's the thing.
I mean, what they're saying there, I'm going to translate, is lick, lick, Ian, lick, lick, bend over a bit further.
I know what they're saying is science. Science is real. Let's just try this one. Line 4, is Pluto a planet or not a planet?
It's a planet because it's in the rhyme.
Thank you very much indeed. It's a planet 'cause it's in the rhyme. 4-1. All I need is 2 more. All I need is 2 more, and you're out for the second time. Line 2, is Pluto a planet or not a planet, please?
It's a dwarf planet.
Thank you very much indeed. 1 more.
Slurpy slurp.
Slurpy, slurpy, slurp. Line 1, is Pluto a planet or not a planet, please?
It's a star, just like Iain Lee. Thank you.
That was a mega slurp.
No, we don't get... I mean, that one doesn't count. Did he say star? You're saying a star, not a planet?
Mm-hmm.
OK, I'll give you that one, because I'm a fair guy. Line 2, is it Pluto a planet or not a planet?
It's a planet.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's a drunk man.
So it's 6-2 to me, so I won again. Same score as before. So there are 6 people that are great and 2 people that are idiots.
want to puke.
Yeah. Here's the thing. So what creature would you call Donald Duck? This is interesting. This is genuinely interesting now. Yes, caller?
It is not a planet.
Too late, mate. You're too late. It's 6-2. You're too late. So your vote...
There's a lot of non-scientists out there.
Your vote doesn't count, and you're late. Good day to you. What animal is Donald Duck?
A duck.
Right. This is good. What animal, and this is true, what animal is Mickey Mouse?
A mouse.
What animal is Pluto?
A dog.
What animal is Goofy?
Now.
Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes. There is an answer to this.
He's not a cow, is he? Because there is a cow.
I always pick it's just like picking the wrong person.
There is a cow. He's a dog, isn't he?
Okay.
Maybe he's just a bigger dog.
Right. Now, can Pluto speak?
Yeah. Oh, he talks like that. No, that's Goofy.
Right, so does Pluto speak?
No barks.
Right. And how does Pluto wear clothes?
No, just a collar.
And how does he walk?
On all fours.
Right. Now, can Goofy talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what does Goofy wear?
Big shoes.
And how does he...
Baggy trousers.
Can he speak?
Jacket.
Can he speak?
Shirt.
Okay, we've got the
neckerchief and a hat.
Can he speak?
Yeah.
Now, technically...
Mickey,
technically, he's not a dog. Do you know what he's labelled as in the Disney universe?
Tell me.
He's a dog. A D-A-W-G.
Right.
So Pluto's a dog. So Goofy is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So Goofy could have Pluto as a pet. Pluto could not have Goofy as a pet.
Which famous cartoon character, not Disney, started out as a dog?
Is it Disney?
What?
Is it Disney?
No, not a Disney character. Female. But cartoon character, very famous.
Jessica Rabbit.
No.
Well, she did actually.
She didn't.
Well, actually, she did.
Okay, well, that's not the one I'm talking about.
Okay, well, fine. So basically, what you're saying is, what number am I thinking of?
No.
Well, I've given you an answer.
I'm literally not saying what number I'm thinking of.
First of all, I've just basically shown you the Mona Lisa, and you've gone, yeah, but I mean, it's in this picture I took on my phone today. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
I'm mildly interested.
Acknowledge.
But this is an interesting
Acknowledge.
one.
Acknowledge.
That's me.
Please acknowledge.
Oh.
Tell you what, I'm going to play an advert for one of my colleagues. If it's Matthew Wright, so be it. And I really would like you to acknowledge when we come back.
I'm doing it. Oh.
Play the advert.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
You'll be pleased to hear, dear listener, that during the break, Catherine did acknowledge she broke character. She did acknowledge, and she thanked me for the information about the Disney World of Dogs and Dogs.
Didn't happen.
She's now playing...
By the way, it's Betty Boop.
She's now playing... she would have been sexier as a dog. Betty Boop was creepy. She's now showing off to her mates, who won't be listening.
Which mate?
Exactly. Just like your fans.
My mates have all got lives and jobs.
This guy and this guy who said you, and this guy and this guy. The idiots. OK. Bit of a buzzkill there, but I think I can turn it around. 03.
Look forward to that.
Dum 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 dum. Oh, this is a funny. I don't know. I heard this on Tim Heidecker's podcast. Where is it? This is funny, man. I don't know why this is funny.
There's no such thing.
It's an advert for someone who's not paid for an advert. Here we go.
I was in the wrong.
Here we go. Who are you? Listen to Daltrey. Have you heard these?
Yeah, I was there in the car when you were playing that podcast.
Oh, but listen to Daltrey.
Who the hell are you?
He's not Scottish. Who the hell are you?
Who are you?
You're about to hear Daltrey go, I woke up in a Soho doorway!
Yes.
Who are you? Who are you?
I woke up.
Who are you?
I really want to know.
Who are
Just listen to the gruffness of this man's voice. Here we go.
I woke up in a Soho doorway, a policeman knew my name. He said, you can go sleep at home tonight if you can get up and walk away.
Away.
I staggered back through the underground and the breeze blew back my hair.
He's going to get a sore throat.
I remember throwing punches around and preaching from my chair. Well, who are you?
Who are you?
Really want to know.
It's good.
Tell me, who are you?
I think he swears in this version, but this is opening line. Tim Heidecker was just playing the all great.
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
Doug Pound was playing.
Who are you? I woke up in a Soho doorway.
It's funny. I like the Who. I like the Who a lot. They're a great band. I like Roger Daltrey.
Hey, Roger, how was your weekend?
Oh, it's tricky for me to find. Hang on.
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
Hey, Roger, we all left the pub together last night and you weren't there. What happened?
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
I've got one. I've got one. I can do this as well.
Do it.
Hi, Roger. Would you like to come out and do a concert with me?
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
I'm not very good at
Roger,
this.
why is your hair such a mess?
Oh, jeez. Hang on. I've got to go back.
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
Roger,
no, please.
Ready? Roger, why do you smell of wee?
I woke up in a Soho doorway.
Funny, isn't it? Now this should be the biggest story of the day, of the last 2 days, and it's not. This story has gone 0344 499 1000. This story's gone unrecognised. Mysterious signals picked up from space could be advanced aliens. You heard this?
I have heard of this, yeah.
Fast radio bursts, millisecond flashes of high energy waves have been detected for only a second time by Canadian astronomers. Most scientists believe they are created by powerful astrophysical phenomena, such as black holes. But Professor, I guess that is, Avi Loeb, must be related to Lisa.
Of course.
From the Harvard-Smithsonian Center.
Harvard-Smithsonian, surely.
Harvard-Smithsonian Harvard-Smithsonian Centre in
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Right.
Harvard. This is...
You've heard of Harvard, right?
Prof. Avi Loeb from the Harvard-Smithsonian Centre in Massachusetts. Strange place. This is English. Prof. Avi Loeb from the Harvard-Smithsonian Centre in Massachusetts.
Why do you sound like one of those people that wakes up after a head injury and thinks that they're speaking...
Because these aren't proper words.
In a foreign accent.
Prof. Avi Loeb from the Harvard-Smithsonian Centre in Massachusetts has claimed... You okay?
Oh, God.
Massachusetts.
No.
It sounds like Nelson Mandela, doesn't it? Massachusetts.
Bit disrespectful, mate.
What, to this made-up place in wherever this place is, Massachusetts?
Oh, no, to Nelson Mandela.
Massachusetts has claimed the FRBs could be leakage from huge alien transmitters. Yet rather than being communicators, these would more likely be used to propel giant spaceships powered by light cells. Got a little bit silly towards the end there.
You see, when you said the big story that you can't believe that it's not on the front page of like every newspaper, I thought you meant this one. A man has denied claims he's turned his Norwich home into a restaurant despite having a neon sign over the front door. Walking down Earlham Road in Norwich, you might be forgiven for doing a double take and wondering whether there's a restaurant nestled in amongst the houses on a peaceful
Is there a restaurant nestled
city
in there
street.
or not?
Because one of the properties is rather unmissable, having a neon sign hanging above the front door which proclaims its place is Orlando's to passers-by, right? But the homeowner, Orlando Williams, insists he hasn't turned his 7-bedroom house into a Japanese restaurant, despite his neighbours' claims to the contrary, and the fact... People have told Norwich City Council that that's exactly what's been happening since October 2018, without permission. Subsequently, the council have been forced to investigate the property to discover whether he's breaching planning regulations, right? This guy used to run a different Japanese restaurant on Burr Street in Norwich, and he denies he's done anything wrong. This guy is a player. Speaking to the Eastern Daily Press, Williams said, "All I do, I have my name on the house." He added, "There is no restaurant here."
Well, can we not...
Hang on. As well as having a neon sign on the front of the premises, the word Sakura is also written on the door, which was the name of his restaurant. A Facebook account for the Sakura Japanese restaurant still exists, and guess what? It now features an Earlham Road address, which matches that of the house that has Orlando's written on it. It also has his phone number.
Where is this? Hang on. In Manchester?
No, Norwich.
Let's find it.
To further fuel the fire, a different Facebook post from October suggests that Orlando's is a Japanese barbecue and sushi restaurant. A woman shared a photo of a leaflet advertising the eatery, writing, "Hey beautiful people, come and visit Orlando's, open every day from 4 till 10, located at Earlham Road, Norwich, NR4 7HW. Norwich City Council has reported visited the property several times but has not been able to fully determine whether it's being used as a restaurant. So it's like Fat Sam's, I think. When people turn up, he flips the tables over and it turns into a sofa.
Hang on. Earlham Road.
Uh-huh.
Right, well, I found it, right? And I found the Facebook page. The last post on the Facebook page is from, so 24th of March, 2015.
Yeah.
And there's pictures of people enjoying their meals and stuff. 24th of March 2015. Unfortunately, we are temporarily closed. Watch this space from some exciting news, right? And then the next post is Sakura Japanese restaurant, 9th of October 2015. Something is brewing. Watch this space. And then that's it.
OK, so now look up Orlando's, Earlham Road.
Okie-doke.
Or, actually, it says on here Sakura.
Yeah, that's what I was just
All right,
looking
try
at.
Orlando's.
Well, that's... no, what do you mean? I found it. It's Sakura.
No, put Orlando's in.
Just put Orlando's into Facebook?
Orlando's, Earlham Road.
That's not how Facebook works. Orlando's, Earlham Road. That's not how Facebook works, mate. We've just lost the page now. I'll go to Google. Are you looking at me? You're looking at me, aren't you? And with contempt. Yeah, OK, now we get... here we go. I found it on omgomg.co.uk. I don't know what I'm looking for now. I'm confused now. You confused me. I had it. I had the address, 547 Earlham Road.
I did a funny story and you have to,
No,
pull it apart. Well, I don't know why you have to do that.
I'm not pulling it apart.
Just
I'm trying to back
space
it up.
thing was a bit boring.
It wasn't boring, actually. It was great. I'm trying to back it up. And what you've done... You told me to Google something. Well, I've Googled it. And what do you want? What's the state of the restaurant now? What's the state of play now?
Well, they keep visiting it, and apparently there's nothing in there, but people have been doing reviews.
Well, where?
And a Facebook post from October suggests that Orlando's is a Japanese barbecue and sushi restaurant.
No, there is no page.
I think there is, mate.
Well, what do you want me to Google now? What's your Facebook? Was it Sakura? In Norwich?
I mean, he might have taken it down now. It's in the Daily Mirror.
No.
Hang on.
No. You're listening to the Google Hour on Talk Radio, where me and Cass just look things up online. How's your day going? My day's been long and tiring and lonely. A lot of work to do. Gotta clean
Here it
the
is,
house.
look.
What?
What is your problem?
Show me what you've got.
Sakura Japanese Yaniniku Restaurant, 547 Earlham Road, Norwich.
Show me the page you've got. Please show me the page. Turn your computer around.
I mean, I just looked at
Turn
the
your computer around!
Just hold...
You won't turn it around because you know it's the one I just found.
I don't know.
Show me.
The entry I saw on Google.
Show me, do. Show me with Poi and the man.
Poi and the man?
Don't remember the man's name.
Chris.
Poi and Chris.
Chris.
Are they married?
No.
They should be. They're a good couple.
I don't think so.
Because he's racist. Please show me...
This is interesting because, look, on the listing on Google, it talks about it, but when you go to the actual page, that seems to have been removed. Okay. Anyway, but thanks very much for that.
Your little opportunity and you blew it. Wow. Try again next week.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Okay. I'm really getting to the end of my wits. My wits end. I'm getting to. I'm at the end of my tether tonight. Let's go to Pablo. Good evening, Pablo. Welcome to the show. You're live on Talk Radio. How can we assist?
How do?
Shut up. I'm doing the intro. How can we assist you this evening?
I shot me both. I'm just pleased to hear that we may have found life on other planets, but we can't find a restaurant in Norwich. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it.
Well, I found it. Why do I keep getting sent emails about a venue in Hawaii? No, I've
relocated.
I've unsubscribed, and I just hit resubscribe. I'm unsubscribed. Done. Right. Good. Yes. Yes. I fancy some Japanese food right now. Some teppanyaki, some tempura. Tempura. You know, you rather than a little. I lick your bum hole.
Oh.
Dumplings. Who's responsible for the dumplings? Is that Chinese or the Japanese, or is it generally across the board?
The Chinese. Very, very briefly, the Japanese food is normally quite hard. The Chinese food is soft. That's pretty much how you.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm up north. We only got a press about a year ago, so.
Oh, I really want some of those lovely buns, the Chinese buns.
The bao buns.
The buns.
Dim sum.
Or I want some, you know when you get the duck wraps, and what's that brown sauce you get with it?
Hoisin.
That is, sir?
Hoisin.
Hoisin, not hosing. You said hoisin.
I never.
You did,
I said hoisin.
Don't be rude. It is delicious. It's delicious, and I could have that as a sandwich, hoisin sandwich.
Have you ever had the barbecue pork buns?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Oh no, there's a place in Newcastle, Bread Point, where they do the.
Is it a Chinese restaurant?
Hey, no, they just specialise. It's a Chinese.
I am just reminded of the best place I've ever eaten in my life. Right, best place, the most insane best place. I'm going to say a city to you, Catherine, and you've got to name the restaurant. Hull.
Oh, wings.
Yeah. If you ever go to Hull, right, we were up there for some award ceremony. Yeah, I won an award. That's fine. And we were wandering around to get some food, and we saw this place called Wings.
Wings was when we went and did a rabbit hole there.
Oh, was it? Was it not there for the thing?
No.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right. So we went to this thing with Wings, and I said, let's go in here, because I fancied a bit of Chinese, and it looked a bit Chinese-y.
Mm-hmm.
And we went in, and you had to pay before you went. You had to queue up, and then pay. It was like 26 quid each before you went in.
You had to queue along a rope, and then you went. You were allowed downstairs.
You weren't allowed to look at the food before you went in. And then you waited, and someone took us downstairs.
Yeah.
And it was like a holiday camp of food.
It reminded me of...
It was insane.
Like a big cruise... I've never been on one, but I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah.
A big cruise ship, and there were just loads of sort of hot plates with every single kind of food you can imagine in trays.
From all around the world. Chinese, Japanese, Indian,
Italian.
British, Italian. And do you know what? You know, normally those kind of things, it's all a little bit crappy. It was... the worst bit of food I had was quite good. That was the worst bit, was quite good. The rest of it, it was all pretty good to fairly good.
But what added to it
was incredible, man.
was there was like security staff patrolling and talking into little microphones, like clipped, like Britney microphones. And they were very, very carefully making sure that no one was like doing refills of each other's drinks.
Yeah, because the drinks you had to pay extra.
Yeah.
But you could get like a magic Coke where you got a Coke and then you go back and they fill it up.
But you couldn't do it between you.
You couldn't do it. And we got chatting to a guy who'd been kicked out the week before.
Because we were reading the signs and they were very strict.
Yeah.
And like, and it was they were quite intimidating, the security
we said
people.
to the fella behind us, they can't be that strict.
We were like, flipping out the drinks, please. He went, don't mess with them, they'll kick you out.
Yeah. Outrageous.
But it's a brilliant place, and what an experience.
Everybody, please, I beg of thee, travel to Hull, mighty city, travel to Wings, enjoy, and then go and have a good lie down. Anyway, Pabs, what can we do for you tonight, please, sir?
Yeah, well, I was thinking of all the secrecy and security there. Are you sure you weren't dining on some mystery meat, a bit of long pig, something like that?
No, it was great. You know, the food was... Here's the thing, the food was great, and you just look at it going... Flip it up. And on one plate, I travelled to China, to India, and I believe I also travelled to the land of spaghetti, which is actually China, but we'll say it's Italian for argument's sake. I had Chinese food, I had curry, and I had spaghetti on the same plate.
And then there was a cake section.
Oh!
And there was even, like, sweets, weren't there?
What I wouldn't give... Oh, yeah, you could put ice cream, and then there's, like, sweet... What I wouldn't give to go to Wings now... And have a good old nosh up. Or a nosh down. Chow down. Nosh up, chow down.
Mm.
That's what I'd like.
Mm-hmm.
What you need is one of them all-inclusive holiday deals. That sounds like the standard fare from what I hear, from my own experience.
Yeah.
No, but I've been on an all-inclusive a couple of years ago, and the kids loved it, but it was pretty much the same dinners every 2 days.
Right. Okay.
Well, that's when you start noticing the kind of, they do one thing one day, a different thing the next day, and then it's back to the other thing the next day, but slightly different.
Do you know what I fancy? And I only had it last year for the first time. I only had it for the first time last year. Right, and it's so simple. I just couldn't... I thought, this can't be it. But this is it. Chinese restaurant. Lemon chicken. You had that? So it's like breaded chicken soaked in lemon syrup.
I've stuck in orange sauce. I have the orange equivalent of that. That's my go-to Chinese dish. Oh, delicious.
I'm having that next time, duck in orange sauce. I'm having it. Going out for Chinese on Sunday. It's my boy's 9th birthday. We're going out for Chinese, and that's what I'm having, duck in orange sauce.
But it only really works properly if it's got this slightly kind of tempura batter over it slightly.
Can we stop talking about food now, because my stomach is starting to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble! That guy copyrighted that. That guy copyrighted.
So he should. It's an excellent thing.
Pablo, what is the flipping point of this?
You were talking about games earlier, childhood games type of things.
No.
Vaughan mentioned it. No, not Vaughan. What am I talking about?
10, 9, 8.
Fox and Hounds. Did you ever play Fox and Hounds?
5, 4, 3,
I'm worried now.
2, 1.
Nova Radio. Pablo's Father Porac.
Vaughan's not called in. We weren't talking about childhood games. That guy's insane. What you got, Catherine? Let's hear one of your stories.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Poundland slam for sexist squeezable marshmallow shaped like boobs and bums. Any questions? People have called the retailer out for the sexist sweets you can squeeze, as there are no penis ones. So the complaint is there's boobs, bums, but no willies.
Well, that's, you know why there's no willies, don't you? I mean, you know why? Because
aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
That's it. The balls are holding them back.
Poundland has been criticised for selling booby and booty marshmallows that customers are encouraged to squeeze without also selling penis sweets.
You want me to do it for you? Rub it in.
The 50p marshmallows found in the store's novelty section are shaped like bums and boobs and dirty pervert, packaged with phrases including "be gentle," "squidge my cheeks,"
and
"you're a fanny."
So, none of that.
You're a pervert.
Gemma,
you're a fanny.
So I've got this brilliant bootleg recording of George Galloway having an argument. You see, Rachel Riley told George to F off. I don't know what's about, but George Galloway and Ken from Newcastle were having an argument. Did you hear it?
Go on.
It went out on air just a little while earlier ago today. It went like something like this.
You're a fanny.
You're a pervert.
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 It's a good argument. Not one of his best, actually.
Gemma Aitchison, who spotted the sweets in Bolton, Manchester, tweeted to ask Poundland what message they were trying to send with the marshmallow shaped like a woman's body parts.
Why does life have to be so unfair?
See, now I feel wrong saying the next bit.
Sorry to bring your children into this when you're talking. Actually, as I hit that, I thought, that's Kath's kids. This is inappropriate. That's so sorry. Let's pretend that never happened.
When what message they're trying to send when there's no sign of equivalent penis or testicle shaped sweets. Flipping it, who'd want that?
Off women's head.
She wrote on Twitter, "What exactly are you trying to say with these products, Poundland, to the families who come into the store? No sign of any male things to sexually assault, no testicles to grab at.
Oh.
Why do we have candy like this, usually made for children?"
Oh dear. What did they say in reply?
A picture of my fufu.
No, thank you.
I don't think they've responded. Hang on. A spokesperson for Poundland said to Mirror Online, "If something's offended you, we won't force you to buy it."
No, that's the wrong answer.
It's fine for you to look the other way and ignore it. Here at Poundland, we think it's okay sometimes we don't get it right for everyone. Because, frankly, it's impossible to do that. Just because someone doesn't like something we do, we also believe that doesn't give them the automatic right to stop us doing it for thousands of other people who like it.
You're only Poundland. You're not like purveyors of free speech.
Purveyors of grotesque marshmallows.
No, please don't leave me.
Bye. Door shuts. Although I mimed a boot of a car there.
The response should have been, "We'll get the knobs out as quick as possible."
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Anyway, funny though, isn't it?
Well,
people.
What have I written down here?
Go on.
I've written, it looks like Lico.
It's
the liquor. Oh, it's the story to yesterday, but it's a great thing. Go and Google this. Come in, Paul. Go and Google the footage of this. Kath did this story yesterday, but it's such a good video. A man was filmed on CCTV licking a family's doorbell for 3 hours.
Where were you on the night in question?
So last night went to America to hear about this story.
Have you seen the video of it?
I'm afraid I have.
Oh, it's incredible.
Not the full 3 hours.
Roberto,
he's a very attentive lover, isn't he?
It's coming out on Blu-ray with extras. Roberto Arroyo, 33, was seen getting intimate with the buzzer and urinating in their front garden. His bizarre antics took place while the residents were out of town, but their children were asleep in the house. Well, they were asleep.
I'm also imagining the children, as they were home alone, were not kind of children.
Sylvia and Dave Dungan noticed something was wrong after they got several notifications from their security system.
God.
Sylvia said, "I thought, boy, there's a lot of traffic. 5 in the morning. My son doesn't get home until 6 a.m. Well, then who the heck is that?"
I'm more of a knockers man myself.
Oh, dearie me.
No, you have to agree with that. I wish I'd sorted my hotkeys out better, because I would be blowing your mind with some great key action, but I can't do it. Simply can't do it, so instead I just play that.
You're a pervert.
Paul Ross is here. Good evening, Paul. I don't know where my knockers clip is.
Knockers are better. That's how it went.
Knockers are better. I got rid of all of them. Hello, Paul, you're right.
I'm very well indeed.
We're both a bit sleepy tonight. We're a bit tired tonight, so excuse us.
That's no excuse for your poor audience. They was expect 110%.
Don't say.
Yeah, but don't play with the audience, as they say in America.
Trying to up the figures. What's on your show tonight?
I think it's subject close to both your hearts. We're looking ahead to the Slapstick Festival. Now it's 15th year in Bristol, Colston Hall and the Cathedral. And they're reuniting on stage Next Friday.
Little and Large.
Little and Large.
Yeah, I heard that.
So
Yeah,
we're previewing that, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
very much.
yeah.
All kinds of other events on as well. They're celebrating Harold Lloyd's comedy. And we've got, as I mentioned last night, we've got Jeff Pope on, who wrote the screenplay for Stan and Ollie.
Yep.
They've got a couple of BAFTA nominations. He was Academy Award nominated for Philomena. So he's an interesting guy, Jeff. It's odd for me, we've done the interview already. I've known him since 1983.
Isn't it weird? It's just it's tough to interview people you know, because you've got your own kind of short.
And you don't want in-jokes, and you don't want to be too kind of, but, you know. And, of course, his life has amounted to something, whereas I'm pretty much in the dust. But apart from that, it's a great chat.
Shut up, man.
And also this one. Yeah. This is an absolute melon twister. Okay? Have you ever heard of the Greenland shark? Have you read about this recently?
No, I don't know this.
It's also known as the Gurry shark or the grey shark, okay? They couldn't really age or date it. It's been around since before the dinosaurs, like most sharks, okay? Some sharks, they can measure the cartilage in their vertebrae.
Yeah.
They can't with this because it's so primitive, it's got almost this kind of a mushy, slimy thing. They've now managed to date it from the corneas of its eyes. They've found one that could be older than Shakespeare. It is at least guaranteed 272 years old.
What, that's alive?
Yeah, it's at least 272 years old. Yeah, it's the oldest creature on the planet. Vertebrate, okay, because some organisms are older, like huge fungus.
Oh, they don't count. Fungus doesn't count.
But it could be over 500 years old. It's at least 272. I know, it's an absolute mind-blowing. We've got a bloke on from the Shark Trust talking about that. It's a PhD study. It's been confirmed. And the reason they could suddenly start dating and aging these sharks...
I don't want to date a shark.
Well, I mean, you know, hey, we've all done worse. Look at the doorbell man. Dear me, he'll get the Nobel Prize. Thank you very much. Hey! Doesn't quite make sense, but it was quick but not funny, is what makes sense to me. But the great thing about it is they can now age these sharks because of nuclear explosions from the 1940s onwards, and the radiation got everywhere. So they've got a starting point now, so they can go. The one they found, 18 foot long. They don't sexually mature these sharks until they're 150. So it could be over 500 mother-flipping years old.
I think we need to hunt these creatures down and just destroy them, because that is not a nice thing to have swimming about in the sea.
The thing is, apparently, under the sea, they've got incredibly slow metabolism, and I quite like this side of them. They're effectively ocean-going corvids. They only eat the dead. They eat, like, you know, whatever flesh is down there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
When you hold me, that's a great song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hooked on a Feeling.
Yeah.
Didn't Jonathan King cover that? We don't play much Jonathan King these days, do we?
You know why?
What? Is it out of fashion? Oh, of course. Just remembered. Remember old Ferris. But no, the thing is,
I mentioned that once on air, and he wrote me a letter. Oh. This is about a year ago, 2 years ago, he wrote letters, actually, and I think... Anyway, let's dwell on that.
But these they move the speed of a toddler crawling across the floor, which is quite quick, but not as quick as you'd expect a shark to be. So I'm looking forward to the show tonight. Last one of the week for me.
The last one of the week. This is... So I played that little clip I just played by accident. That. Great clip. I played that to my youngest, who's going to be 7 next week, and this must have been when he was 5, and this was his version of it.
Ooga zaga, 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 ooga zaga.
That is a bit like Pazuzu in The Exorcist. Pazuzu.
But then he was playing on my computer the other day, and he found that. And so now he just keeps going around saying Ooga Zaga all the time.
The one from around that time, I can't remember who recorded it, but there was a song called Life is a Rock and the Radio Rolled Me, which is a huge tongue twister. It's nothing but lists of band names. It's a brilliant song from around that time.
That rings a very faint bell.
The chorus goes, life is a rock, but the radio rolled me. It goes, buddy, holly, blah, blah, blah. And it's a mad tongue twister.
That's how we're starting the show tomorrow night. We'll start with that, and then we'll start with...
Pazuzu and licking a doorbell.
Paul Ross is up next. Thank you, Sam.
Oh, God.
I can't even look at him. Thank you, Catherine. We're back tonight. This is Talk Radio.